what's it called ever since I started tuning back into the stream, I had a bit more time off. What's it called? So you change up your setup.
Oh yeah, I moved down. Before I was upstairs on the third floor. But
Mm-hmm.
then I moved down back. Like I moved my room back down to the basement. So now I'm in the basement. So it's like a little bit more different um, of a setup.
Yeah, I saw it, and I saw you like before you like your camera's like kind of like below you. Now it's on the like the far left.
Yeah, yeah. Cause there's no room in this part. Like before, I had it like set up where there was some room on the wall. But now
Yeah.
the door gets in the way from where my table is. So I have to put it on the left side. I mean, I could put it
I
on.
kind of like it. I kind of like it.
Yeah, yeah. I think people like it because they can see my mouse, like when I play and stuff.
It's kind of like a hand camera, getting an extra
Right, right.
camera.
Yeah, yeah. Before it was just like a face, right? Like nobody can see
Yeah.
anything but my face. But now it's like more of like a better POV. Hold on, just still gotta fix my cam. It's mad annoying. My mom keeps moving it. But yeah, I've been, trying to be consistent. I took like kind of like a 2 month big break. Even when you kind of stopped too.
Mm.
I kind of like chilled out and was just inconsistent and wasn't playing and playing other games.
Yeah. I think I think it's needed. Like
Yeah,
even though like mine wasn't like on like half of it was on purpose, but like
right, right,
like the first beginning of it, like it was just me, trying to get everything straight. Then after that
right,
lesson,
right.
I'm gonna just play some other games, to kind of take a break, not really because I ain't gonna lie, like I'm a person who like really likes to have like fun. If like a game's not really fun to me, it really
Yeah,
discourages me from like playing it. So since Valorant was too fun, so I wasn't like gonna start forcing myself while I'm also dealing with other stuff. So
yeah.
just took a
I think I'm
took
in
a
the
healthy break.
same boat for sure. Like it wasn't like I fully was like, yo, I'm gonna take a break, but it's like, halfway. It's like half of it's like I'm bored of the game, half of it's like meh. You know what I mean? So I definitely
Yeah.
was in the same boat as you for sure, and it's understandable. Valorant can get a little bit stale at times.
Since I'm not like trying to grind for like being tier one or anything like that. So
Exactly.
I'm
There's not like a
just
really huge
I'm not
goal.
I don't have an obligation to
Right,
like
right.
force to get better.
Fully understand that. Like the whole like purpose thing, right? It's not your goal. It's not like your life goal, right? So you got more important things to deal with, like your responsibilities. You gotta work, stuff like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, I fully understand. I've been there many times. Trust me, like where I just gaming can be an escape for a while, and then you just kind of get back into real life, and then you come back after a while. It's like a cycle.
Definitely, definitely.
So I can fully relate.
All right. Game went on a bit longer than I expected, but
All good, all good.
all good for the win. All good for the win.
So I was actually thinking, I was like, I actually think it might be better, like if you guys are communicating in game for maybe me to just observe, and then we can just break it down at the end. Because you know how like we talk,
Mm,
and then you're
yeah,
not able to talk to them. So we could do that if you want. I think it might be better, but we just won't be able to talk. That's the issue. So like,
yeah. I think because before when I went into the game chat,
yeah,
what's called, you still weren't able to hear them. So I
right,
think
right.
I have to, like straight up, like leave entirely just for you like to hear it.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like I'll just watch you play, and then I'll be able to hear your comms, right?
Yeah.
And then we can break it down after. We could do it like that.
Okay. Yeah. Just do the
We could try it at least.
Yeah, yeah, we can try it. Just let what's called like what's called. I have my phone right next to me, so like DM me if like if you like
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I could do that. We could do that too. Like if I see like something that needs to be applied immediately, I could just like message you on Discord being like, "Yep, make a call or something."
ID stream up so you can
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, it's quite strange though that it's gotta kind of be like that, but unfortunate.
Once I eventually add I can share my screen to Discord, then it'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna have like the same problem. I won't be able to communicate with my team, but at least you can like directly see instead of being like on a 2 or 3 second delay.
Right, right.
There'll be a lot of times where you're trying to like try to give me advice or try to tell me something, and but you'd be like 2 or 3 seconds behind.
Right, right. That's true too. Yeah, I think that probably is also an issue. I'm like 2, 3 seconds behind, so but all good, all good. So that's kind of I guess how we'll do it. We'll try it today like that then, where
Okay.
give me 1 second. Where you'll just play and then we'll break it. Or I can even do this. Like instead of you playing like 2 games and we just kind of like adjust, we can do like 1 game. You don't talk, we don't talk, right? And then I'll write
Hmm.
down notes every round and then we'll just break down every round. So it'll be kind of like
Okay.
a VOD review. And then we can and then also I can kind of just tell you things you need to focus on in terms of like the 5 categories that we used to talk about back then, like communications, aim, utility usage, movement positioning, stuff like that. So, because like if I write down, because I've done this before. I don't know if you remember watching my old VODs, but
Yeah,
I
we like
used
during
br-
the first people, it's like
yeah,
first time
yeah,
ever getting coaching.
yeah,
You
yeah.
like
I
do
would
something
like
like that.
break down every round, right? And it would take forever. So, but it's long, so that's why I'm like, we'll play 1 game maybe, and then break down everything, and then things we need to kind of take away for your future
Yeah.
games and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess that's what we'll do today. So take your time, warm up. We'll just talk real quick. So obviously it's been a while, right? Since your
Yeah.
last session, but probably I think 2 months, I think. But
Yeah.
just talk to me. How how are things been? What are you kind of when you play? Kind of what are you struggling with? Stuff like that. Try to lay it all down though. Be specific.
Um, I think it just mainly comes down to like just the just aim really.
Okay.
Because I think like I'm pretty like decent or like for like the level I'm at I'm
Right.
there. It's just the fact that I just need to be able to like to hit the shots to make it happen. Because like I think I have pretty decent plans or pretty decent like
Yeah.
awareness of what's happening in the game. It's the fact that I can't capitalize off of it since
Right. Right.
I either don't get a full like either deletion or just straight whiff entirely.
Yep, yep, and I can understand that perspective, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's your aim. Um, I think I even told you from the beginning. Like I think your aim was always quite strong, even stronger than where you were. Remember, you used to be diamond, and then you're playing against the mortal players, and you kept saying my aim, but and I've kind of evolved my coaching while you've been gone as well, because I've been talking to a lot of good players and doing interviews with coaches and players. Even though it's only been 2 episodes, I started a podcast. I'll send you those too if you like to watch, and I would definitely recommend you do because it'll help you improve not in terms of aim but everything else, like understanding what it takes, the mental side, what is important, that is besides aim, right? So,
Hmm.
um, when I talk to those guys, and I've been kind of focusing on my coaching more, um, you know, for example, the first episode I talked to a Radiant player. Okay, it's a 2.5 hour, it's a 2 hour podcast, right? So spoke with him, and then it's in my YouTube channel. But when I asked him the question, "Yo, what separates people?" Maybe not even from in your case, pro to tier 2 or tier 2 to radiant, right? But
Hmm.
he even said, that's what separates those that are from like ascendant to immortal, or immortal to immortal 2, or to immortal 2 to immortal 3, or whatever. You can use any kind of example in terms of rank. What really separates those people is actually decision making and
Surprise, motherfucker.
solution finding. People don't understand that. And what does solution finding mean? As in, remember how I used to teach you, yo, how are they playing as a whole? What's the rotational speed? You'd be like, yo, really fucking fast. What is this guy? What can we label this guy? You're like, he's a fucking rat. Remember those days? And so,
Mm-hmm.
why that was important, and I always kind of taught this even without being really detailed about it, but why that is important is because when you are able to do that at a high level, tracking every single round, how individuals play, what they're doing, what has changed from the last round in terms of their setup, positioning, or their style in general, right? Let's say 5 rounds in a row, they were fast rotating, then you guys start defaulting around, then they start playing slow because they're not going to fast rotate when you guys are playing slow, right? The defense, they're reactionary,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when you do that at a high level, you're able to find solutions, adjustments, plays, plans, calls. And that's what will really separate people. And I'm not saying that yours is bad, but what I'm saying is that you need to focus on that further, more, if that makes sense, instead of aim. And I'll give you another example. Do you know Worthy TV? Do you know that coach? You might have seen him on
Nah.
TikTok. Okay, he's pretty popular. He's got 8 million views and 100K followers. So he's pretty big in the Valorant community. He does free coaching. He's much older. He's a little bit older than I am too. But and I interviewed him for 2 hours, and it was pretty much the same thing where he talks about how um, it's really important that you're able to find these solutions in time. Use the information at hand to use it against them, right? And this is something I've always taught you, just a little bit more like that. That these high level players and coaches have confirmed what I have been, and it made it better too after talking to them. I kind of started, oh, wow, they actually do agree with me, or yeah, we think about it the same way. How do they use? How do they let their student apply to that? How do they let their student apply that type of knowledge? And um, he even also mentions that he brings up an example from Alexander, a Radiant player, that um, Valorant is 90% movement, 10% aim, and 90% movement, as in not just WASD movement, but there's a
Yeah.
and I told him there's a lot of involved, and he agreed. I'm like, there's map knowledge, right? You got to know how the map is played. You got to know timings, how people move, movement, positioning, how people play off angles, etc., etc. Peaking properly, right? Learning how to fight, peaking, in terms of which situation what is needed, and so that's what you need to start thinking about moving forward. Because I've said this on so much where students come to me, 90%, you included, 90% of students come to me and they go, aim is my problem, aim, aim. And in the session they make a mistake. I'm like, what's wrong? They're like, oh, I sucked. I couldn't kill him. I'm like, no, your positioning, your decision making. It's not aim. And so that's what I like you to think about moving forward. Also, what is important as well is information processing. Not just looking at the mini map, seeing, oh, one over there, one over here, one over there, and be like derp da derp da derp in your brain, right? But by you being able to process, oh, wait, they're defaulting. Guys, they're together, they're running it down. Wait, it's a fake, be careful. Like, you need to be able to process these small details like we used to do. Remember when I'd be like, yo, what's this small detail? How did I know? What is this? Remember that Killjoy turret? I think that was with you. I was like, what is this Killjoy turret like? Why is it there? Right? Stuff like that. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's really important that you start thinking about these besides aim. I'm being honest. Aim's not your problem. It's everything else. Game sense, game knowledge, understanding roles as a whole, utility as a whole, utility timing, um, micro, macro positioning and movement. They're both separate, right? Um, Stuff like decision making, solution finding. Remember how I used to tell you identification protocol? Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what they said, but I made it more complicated. So I stepped away from teaching the identification protocol, which I labeled. But you need to start thinking about um, tendencies and frequencies. How do they play as a whole, individually? Okay, this is our solution. need to make sure it's gonna execute, make sure it's gonna work. So it's kind of I these days, these last 2 months, I kind of tell my students it's a 3-step process. You first need to, or like four, 3.5, 4. You need to first need to know how they play. Make a call, guys. We're gonna go A. It doesn't end there, guys. We're going A. Then you make a plan, guys. We're gonna go A, but it's a split. I want 3 here, 2 here, 4 here, or 1 there, or all 5 over here. Whatever, you can decide that. And then the last step is for it to execute. Like you make sure you're managing them. They're in the right position for that plan, that solution that we did all this thinking for, that it's gonna work. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you a little bit more moving forward, because um, I think you were and are still a little bit too focused on aim. Aim is not the problem with 99% of people. Okay, even Worthy and um, some other people, even Daniel, the guy, first kid, he's a pro, that I interviewed. They both said it. Um, it's really important that you don't focus on aim and just develop other skills, because if you don't, you will kind of be like you, where you get to this level, and I'm not saying you're a terrible player, but your aim is pretty good, right? But all these other skills are behind, no? Like, if I were to be objective about it, like, I think your aim is probably your best trait, right? So we need to pull all these things up as well. Your communication, your utility usage, your movement and positioning, micro and macro, and then your game sense, most importantly. Game sense means your understanding of the game. So, um, you know, that's that. Do you have any questions with this? What I said?
Nope.
Okay, good. Septicon 456. So, yeah, that's that. Anything else you've kind of struggling with and stuff as you think you have problems with, or walls you're hitting?
Um, not really.
Okay, that's fine. So whenever you're ready, we'll get right into it. Go ahead and play one game. So, like we mentioned, usually we always hit the adjustment, right? But today
Hmm.
we'll switch it up, right? I think it's needed because it's been a long time as well, where we can really break down stuff. So, um, go ahead and queue. Try to communicate before you play. Like, bro, really focus on communication, like I always told you, right? Obviously, you couldn't because you're in Discord, um, and you're on the PS4 or whatever. So I think you're on the Xbox, right? Are you on the Xbox or PS4? No, PS4.
PS5.
PS5. Okay, cool.
Yeah, if I was
Um,
on Xbox, I'd be able to share my screen.
but
But
remember, like, cause I'm not gonna be there with you, right? Like, I can send you messages on Discord, but like, it's like I'd rather just watch you play and really focus on the notes, right? So when you get in, call. Okay, think. What are they doing individually? All 5 as a whole. They're aggressive. They're passive. Wait, they're flanking a lot. They're doing this a lot. They're doing this not enough. They're just sitting around AFK. Try to think about that. Okay, and then you use that to formulate a call, a plan, and then you execute it. Okay, so that's really important. But that's that. You can go ahead and get in the game. Good luck. I'll see you after the game. I'll probably be talking to chat and stuff like that. All right. Also,
all
what are you gonna be playing today?
right, probably Duelist.
Okay, and also, sorry, I just need some information from you. What is your current rank again, right now?
Right now it's Diamond 2.
Yep, because the reset and then peak is Ascendant 2, no?
Yeah.
And then roll is Neon. Neon KO, and that's from Vice, right? That's what I remember. Been a
Yeah.
while. Yep. Okay, that's that. So good luck. I'll see you after. You can disconnect. And then just join back when you're finished with the game. All right. I'll see you after. I'll
Yep.
see you.
Yep.
Yep. Later, bro.
Yo, what's up, Neon?
Oh, where the fuck did my notes go? Septicon 456. Hello, saw your video with Worthy and was curious. Nice. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Just doing. We have 2 sessions today. We're doing one console guy and one regular. He's in a Rushing Fox here. My student Rush is He's done a couple sessions with me, but he took like a 2 month break, so this is the first session back after 2 months. So I haven't seen him in a while as well. But from what I remember, he was playing against Immortals and stuff like that on console. So I gotta make sure I have Neon on an account. I don't think I do.
Match found.
Yeah, I don't think I do actually have Neon on my account, but I have to dig into that.
Move or get zapped.
What's a console Radiant
Yep.
player's PC rank if you were to estimate? Probably like Immortal. Not gonna lie. I think a Radiant on console is probably like Immortal. Low Immortal. Mid. Maybe the top console guys can be like mid Immortal. Like Immortal 2, 3. Maybe. Maybe. That's a maybe, by the way. Cool, cool. I'll be just watching the background trying to get 33 death matches before 6 p.m. That's a lot of death matches. Yeah, get it. That's good. You're gonna benefit a lot from not only death matching, just going through the motion, but you need to win every single one. That's the mindset I have when I go on DMs. You need to rank top 3 in death matches. Like, and always positive, never like even, close to even. You need to be like 2-to-1 ratio in death matches. And then you just focus on completely getting like shitting on them and getting a lot of multi kills. Staying alive a lot. That's important. Working on movement, stuff like that. Because a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I play DMs," but it's like they're like at the bottom. I'm like, bruh. So, no, I want to focus on my burst completely. Yeah, whatever you want to focus on. 2-shot burst, 5-shot burst, 1 tapping, whatever. So I'll be writing notes down for him, round by round. So I'm gonna. If you have any questions, you guys let me know. I'm gonna be pretty much writing down lots of notes because I'm breaking down every round today with him. That's what he wants. I think that's what he needs. So he starts on B. Sorry, I'll probably just be talking to myself a lot. Starts B hookah, walks down, starts sees contact.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Sees contact, A short, flanks, kills Gecko, needs to tell them bomb is down. Wait, let me just message him and see if he's
Inte.
just communicating. Are you talking? I can't hear you. Mic check for me. I said, are you talking? I can't hear you. Mic check for me in Discord. So if we can see that.
I don't think
They
so.
were all, yeah, short. I think they were all short.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Go, go, go.
Up 2, starting same spot, walking down again, off contact,
To your left, Brimstone.
flanking.
2 to your left, 2 to your left. 2 showers, 2 showers. There's one right near you, Jet. To your left, to your left.
Guard,
he's
guardian
dead,
on
he's
the
dead.
ground.
Whoa. Come short. The
One
call
enemy
is
remaining.
that 2 shower,
Last one's up.
1 close to
Last
Jet.
player
I
standing.
heard
got
step
this.
behind, and he was not aware of the Gecko. Yeah, if he loses this, we don't know.
Spike planted.
Should tap the bomb. I think he's wrapping you on maybe.
Good job.
Nice try.
Somehow he won
The
that fight.
gun went through the teleporter.
Okay, maybe I... Fuck, how do we do this? Like, I want to hear him.
It's in your inventory.
I can't hear him.
Let's bring it. I'm out of here.
Yep. I'll do whatever. That's fine. We'll just break down his shit at the end. I want to hear him talk, but, you know.
Spike down B.
No peeking.
Spike down B.
There. 5 seconds. Yeah, they're both there. One with the teleport. Both teleported. I can't smoke that far. So.
Running low.
Spike planted.
My territory, my rules.
Planner might be lamps.
You still have your stun, Nia.
I'm out of here. Suck it.
One enemy remaining.
Go, go, go.
One good tad Jesus. Oh, you got it. Nice.
I'm gonna go grab Jet's op, so get it half. Okay, stick now. I'm close
Didn't
enough.
come here to die. I've tried explosions. Not a fan. I know. Listen up. Kill them before they kill us. I'm out of here.
Okay, whatever. We can't really hear him talk, but... We're gonna have to just focus on fixing the problems at hand when we...
Chamber, I feel like you should probably go A because it's the longest and you have op.
I gave it to Jet.
Oh, alright. I'm right there.
So he starts hookah, peeks on barrier timing, doesn't hear anything. They know it's A.
They're running it down.
Oh, now I can hear him. He starts...
They in?
Almost out.
He calls that they
I'm
are
gonna stay on B then.
They might be rotating.
going
I think they're
A.
rotating.
They realize nothing
they're
there
rotating.
and says he's coming
Pretty sure.
back. Goes to anchor B. Goes back into hookah.
Yep.
Trip activates.
About 2 hookah.
Calls about to hookah. Yep, good.
Probably
Would
watching.
like-
Probably holding you, Brim.
Would like him to tell teammates that
I have another
it's
smoke.
quiet.
Brim, I can smoke out and you can run.
Out.
3, 2, 1. Aw.
Nice.
Good
30
smoke.
seconds left.
Nice. Now we got some
Yeah,
comms.
you
Now we
can
can
keep
focus
the
on the game
bomb.
completely.
Yeah, yeah. Brim has bomb. Brim has bomb.
There's
What's
one
still
out
there?
there.
Jet's watching your cubby, so in case they try to go through cheapy.
Bye-bye. Gotta go.
10 seconds
They're gonna go
left.
through teleport.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. I think the
Alright,
song was
that's
really
easy
well
one.
played by him.
GG.
Nice one. Nice one.
They,
B.
you know, he was
Why would
hookah,
he just
didn't
run
see
in there with
anything.
bomb?
He walked, did like a little peek off the barrier timing, and then nothing's there. He was like, oh, he was kind of sure it's A, so he starts running A. And then he's like, wait, they're not out, nothing's happening. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna go back.
I'm out of here.
He's messaging me. He said, "Are we good?" I said, "Yeah, I can hear you now."
Yeah, I'll smoke off if they're like there's like 50 of them there. I'll
So
smoke. So you can
anyway, so and then he came back B, and then good. His teammates came to help, and you know, I would like him to kind of tell the jet to anchor, because when I looked at the minimap, the jet was fully running spawn, which left wide open, but he went back on his own. But still, I'd like him to kind of be aware of that a bit better.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them holding.
Spike
got
planted.
30 seconds.
Last player standing.
Sure.
Honestly, his space taking has gone
Oh, that is
much
Yeah,
better.
I'm done.
2 months ago, he would.
Not sure.
I don't think he would ever flank. So he's already done it 3-4 times. Shows, you know, he's applying some of the knowledge he learned, which is good, because taking space is very important in this game. Especially if you can get away with it, it's just like map hacking all the time. Okay, he's finally switching it up. Finally starts a shower side. Let me close my door.
Go, go, go!
That like 74.
I think he's walking a little bit. He got
I'll
timing,
still stay
but
on. I have someone stay
crosshair
on B. I don't hear nothing.
placement was not good. Also, he can just slice the pie instead of wide walk. He like took that timing, and then he's like walking wide,
Deluxe
where
still,
he
shower.
could have just sliced the pie or just even have like a slight off angle. And I'll explain that in the custom. If people don't understand what I mean by that.
Yeah, planting B.
Spike planted.
Watch it. ISO's gonna be peeking out long. What's it called? From B hall right here.
Enemy spotted B.
What's it called? Gecko was close.
Last player standing.
Probably should save.
Probably just save your op, honestly.
One TP'd.
His name.
Yeah, shower.
Y2K beanbag. Hilarious. Hilarious.
You don't get a reset button. So stay alive, please.
Quite interested to see. So he's going shower side. He has a tendency to just keep going where he went. Like he went hookah one time, went there 5 rounds. He goes fucking hookah one time, shower one time on A, and he goes back there. Like go short sometimes, you know, switch it up.
Okay.
Then walks
Chamber, you might want to save.
out and sees
Yeah, I'm gonna hold
with
long.
crosshair placement is bad. Comp gives up the
Dude,
angle.
they just all swing at the same time. Oh my gosh.
Here's Reyna short
Planted.
and stays
I tagged Reyna
triple
70. She popped both those.
bench
Last player standing.
in between triple and bench and just gets swung from shower and dies. Like, bro.
My ult is ready. You know what we should do? I'll tell you. We should win.
Universe, as we moonshine and money, feel the warmth will never die. Like diamonds in the sky, worship.
So I wrote, he doesn't understand how he is playing. He cannot see himself in the enemy's shoes. That
I got one
they kind
on
of
me.
know that he's shower side a lot. So they're like two-man swinging him, and
So also
like
try to go
he's
through the
just
defuse.
running into
Yeah,
their
I'm just
trap
not gonna
because
walk through.
he starts
Just
shower.
get
They've adjusted to that,
chilling
and
back
he
here.
hasn't adjusted. So he's the one
Let's go shower
losing
in short.
or
Nice.
coming up on the shorter end of the stick because
I could have
they
killed
made
him
a
off pulling my
plan
smoke on accident.
or
I
understand
wasn't
how
ready.
he plays and are ready for that, but he isn't. So he needs to start thinking about this more in terms of tendencies and frequencies. This is a big issue with a lot of people. And Worthy said it too in the interview. How, victory is in the eyes of the opponent. You gotta see how they think, feel, know, and that's something I always kind of um, coached as well. It's like always put yourself in their shoes. Freeze the moment in time. Like here, he needs a dip. Yo, Hecker, what's good? This looks like a completely different game, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's a console. His aim isn't bad.
One enemy remaining.
Crosshair placement's the only issue. His micro adjustments are quite good. But he's got more of a positional awareness problem. Like, he doesn't know where he plays all the time. He's not tracking how the enemies play, where they go, what they like to do. Which is a problem. Starts hookah. I like the jump peek he had there though. Jump peeks 2. And he kills 2 on B. And last one in spawn. Nothing crazy here. Same problem as me. Yep. And not just you, Hacker. It's the same problem with literally 90% of the 95% of the population. They cannot put themselves in the enemy's shoes because if you can do that, wait, they know there's 3 here. They know 3 of us are here going C. And I understand that they rotate to C. Let's say we're on Haven, and I'm just like, go away right now, leave everybody, because I know they're going C. We're gonna go. So it's like being ahead of the enemies that is really important. That people don't think about. It's so simple to do. You just, what are they saying? How are they communicating? How would I communicate if I was him? That's how you have to think about it. That's what a lot of people don't do. Oh, he's taking space here. I love it. Starts hookah side. Takes space. 5v3.
Spike down A.
He needs to kill these 2 right here. Oh. Trigger discipline.
Enemy remaining.
I love it. Gets too short. Wants to trigger discipline. But too far. Kills ISO and then 1 taps Reina after smoke fades. Great. Good round. I love that space right there. Let's theory craft it. Nobody took that space. And he's just sitting B anchoring like most noobs would. And their teammates are just on a shower side. Like, there's just so much shit, so much space that the enemies can work with. They start taking U-Haul. We don't even know if they're in U-Haul. We don't even know if they're rotating back. But by him taking space there, we all understand they are short hookah side. Not hookah side, sorry. Lamp side. Because they had shower control. So
I'm on a good
it's
flank.
money, guys. It's money. Space is money in this game. Information is money. So I have to look at it. He needs to shoot this gecko. Okay. Oh, shit. Trigger discipline. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay, this. Oh fuck. Did I mess around? This is round 11.
One enemy remaining.
Oops, I messed around. Jump peaks. Hookah. Sees nothing. There's a ton in long. They execute. And he sees
Last round
big man
before the
come
switch.
out with bomb. Doesn't shoot it. Sees Arena and Gecko come out. Trigger discipline, but major whiff. Ends up killing ISO. I think I missed a round somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I wrote it twice. That's what happened. I wrote 6 twice. Almost fucked me up here. 10, 11. Perfect. I got it. We are back on track, folks. So round 12 starts B. Starts B. There's contact on A. Shower side. There's contact on shower side. He rotates through spawn. 4v5. They try to plant. He's got an op in heaven.
Spike planted.
Kills Reyna bench. I don't think he's using his utility enough. How the fuck did they die? All of them, I have no clue. Utility usage. Expend them.
Switching sides.
Go, go, go! I'm out of here.
Okay, attack side. So I wrote, he needs to use his utility more. I have some general notes that I'm writing as well. We're gonna break this down in a custom game. I might have to get Neon on my account because I don't have Neon. I don't think on the alt I'm using right now. My main is we don't talk about it. I don't even think I have Neon on my main. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that's like the one duelist I don't play. Oh, nice. Okay.
Go, go, go!
The fuck happened to the comms? Nobody's talking. He runs down B with Brim. Decent entry and scaling. Kills the Gecko Cubby. Then pushes
One
elbow.
enemy remaining.
Hears them
Last
coming
player standing.
spawn and he just peeks. Needs to play his life. He is 1 HP. What is your win condition? That's the question I'm gonna ask him. Because they lost this round because of him. People might be like, oh, it's on the Jet, but no, it's on him. He started it. He should not have died there. Value his life. Neon was so much fun when she had 2 sides and was full accurate. Yeah. I was away during that meta actually. Like when I came back, I got the end like 1 month right before they nerfed her. Cause I was away for 2 years before that. But yeah. I heard really bad things and I'm so glad I wasn't in that meta, bro. Cause I probably would have tilted. Yeah, I heard a lot of bad things.
Go, go, go!
Oh! Movement's great. They're gonna eco them here?
Go, go, go!
Oh fuck, there's 3. The entry scales,
Spike down B.
kills
Last
Gecko
player
elbow. He jump peeks spawn in elbow, sees 3 and doesn't say anything. And he comes back mid sight and dies. He needs to call that there's 3 there. And I know he's gonna give me the excuse where it's like, well, they don't talk. What's the point? But it's
One
like,
enemy remaining.
bro.
GG, bro.
I think that was fine. I think we just need to flood out a bit faster. What's gonna do? There was like 3 in spawn when I went to jump. We seem to be on side by then.
Like now he's telling them that. Like why not tell him? Why not tell them that like earlier? I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, round 15.
Alright, muckers. Off we go.
Should have calmed to TP. Yeah, that could have been also an option as well. But I mean, they had the site. It just he's not communicating. So the teammates are kind of lagging behind, kind of not knowing what's going on. Because I guess they're not aware,
There.
like usual.
Thanks, TB out. Come on, come on.
For some
Yeah,
reason,
just go through TP. Go through TP.
they start 5. Oh,
One flanking, so watch out short. Watch out short. Here's 120 Gecko.
Reloading. Spike down.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
I got spike. Win. Show me where to go.
so I wrote. They start 5B long. They end up TPing. He dashes on the Clove. They kill the Clove. He kills Deadlock as well. Back triple with a good stun. And they just all die coming out showers to the arena.
Haven't won it yet.
And I just wrote, I want his plans to be better. Like, that plan was dog shit. I'm not gonna lie. Guys, let's go. Like, it's not even a plan. Like, what they did. 5 log, TP. Like, bruh. It's like, they could have set that up, too. Oh, she's the...
Flank, flank, flank. 2 flank.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Yeah, there's not really much this round. Like, he entry'd and his teammates just all died. I'm having a hard
Just
time
spread out.
understanding.
Kind of have presence a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, 'cause they rotate pretty fast. Yeah, we should just try default.
Finally understands that they are quite aware, and when they commit, they fast rotate slash flank. When they don't, then use anchor. This is round 18. Wait. That's around 17, sorry. What are these smokes? I have no clue. They called to default. He starts B long and just AFK, holds hookah and gets shot. The long guy, like, I don't know. Yeah, he's kind of playing like that. His teammates are playing terribly. But it all adds up. It all starts with the individual. Like him. Because he's got to be the leader. He's got to be the leader.
How many people are the other side already? God.
He's got to be the leader. Okay, we're going to break all these rounds down into custom.
My ult is ready.
Right, folks? I'm gonna be really honest, guys. Unless he starts calling and making plans and trying to think about what they're doing, they're not gonna win. Like, it's gonna be like almost impossible. They're just 5-manning down everywhere. Even that default, it wasn't a default.
I think there's 2B, maybe 3A.
There's 3 short walking back B, like, and he's like, I don't know, bro. The management sucks.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Round 18 tries to make a call. Can't even hear what he's saying.
The smoke player and
Console player's crazy, yep. I think this is like sixth session with me, 5th session.
Yeah.
But like he had those sessions 2 months ago, long time ago, 2 months ago, 2 to 3 months ago. So it's been a while.
Come B, come B, come B.
Good, good.
Brim, you got bombs.
Seeing,
Definitely have it. Go on, go on, go on.
seeing Clove have timing and lurked up B. He calls team over. 4v2. Good call. This is a good mid round call. Good
One enemy remaining.
mid.
I didn't hit Clove. I didn't hit Clove.
You can just play alt Brim.
Gotta go. No peeking.
He has to walk through without being able to see. $15 seconds. till I have my ult.
Is this his main game?
66.
I think he plays other games, but he's a Valorant player. We can put it at that.
Nice.
He doesn't want to go pro, but he wants to get good. He wants to be like a Mortal 2 plus. That's his goal. From what I remember a long time ago. I'm sure it's still the same. We even talked about it in the beginning where he's like, oh, I don't want to go pro. Even in this session. It's like, it's not my main thing. I told him, like, yeah, I fully understand that. You know, everyone's got responsibilities and work and stuff like that too, so. He just wants to get better, that's all. Very respectable.
I'll go B again.
Console Val to me seems so odd. Yeah, it's pretty odd to me too. When I first coached him, he's my first console student. So when I first coached him, I was like, bruh, what is this shit? like I remember CS:GO on Xbox. This shit was so ass. Yeah, probably. I remember CS:GO on
In
fucking
the corner, bro.
on GameCube. They had it on GameCube too.
I like everything.
It's underdeveloped compared to PC. I think it's pretty developed.
They had like 2.
It's just
on A.
different. I think that's why you guys are having troubles, probably.
Back left, back left.
Ooh,
Nice.
One
teleporter.
enemy remaining.
Garden.
Oh my.
You have ult burn. You can try playing back.
Jump through window. Yeah, just play off. The first tap probably isn't it, but
Ult.
Open up the sky.
It's half now.
One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
Like the players aren't really totally sure how to play
Okay.
Source. Yeah, because it's like these aren't like serious gamers.
Ain't lost
Like
game
they're
too.
like PC gamers are complete different animals than console players, bro. In general, like console's always for fun, unless it's like those competitive console games like COD. But like Valorant, like these guys aren't trying to go pro in console, bro. Like you might as well play PC if that's the case. Right, so that's why it's this is like more like they just more console players on paper. Like they just like PS5. They play PS5 games and stuff like that. Yeah, Siege as well is also another
Yeah,
competitive.
I'll go A. I'll hold flank, or hold this part of flank.
I kind of missed what happened here. Man.
Close left. Close left.
Nice. There you go. For a short.
I'm about to kill one flank.
Oof, that close sat him down.
Hi. Bye.
Our Brim's
I
kind
got
of
one.
Our Brim's kind
Last
of cooked.
player standing.
Yeah.
Shower in CT. Don't know where Gecko is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Are there any console? Yeah, I think there are. I think in the Big 25, the only FPS game I can see being played on console is COD, yeah. Or Siege. You have to play COD controller, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think COD is console, mainly. I don't think there's pros that use keyboard and mouse. Yeah, I don't think so either.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm pretty sure Siege is PC, though. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm
Yeah, I'll
pretty
follow
sure
you.
it is. I'm not too aware of that actually.
They're pushing at an A. It's like 2.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I have no clue.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
I'm gonna be honest. This game's probably over.
I'm sorry.
They
I'm
go
really,
B
I
and
just have the
he's
worst game of all
just
time, I swear.
doing
Match
and
point.
Just
They are
So
just
Rain
kinda
always walks down like A main or A short or whatever it's called.
A short.
I mean,
She likes she.
you can low key just wait
We've
for.
been 1v1ing every round, so
Okay.
I don't know why, but we've just been 1v1ing.
We can just make no noise and just wait for her to walk out. Once we kill her, then we can
like
run down.
stomping, yeah. Like
So you
stomping. Let me
gonna
get
go
ready to
cubby or just straight swing?
log in here.
Deluxe over here on A. She threw her thing to TP. Rain's on B.
Careful for flank. I'll watch flank actually.
Launching smoke.
Nice.
Go, go, go. Short
She had a gun on her.
I'm just holding flank for y'all.
And shout and lamps and lamps.
Molly.
I'm one. Just be careful. Just be careful. Rain does have ult. Come from CT.
Launching smoke.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Nice.
Kill.
That's a pretty good round. Pretty good round. Good comms as well from him. As soon as that guy died from the lamps guy, he said, "Yo, lamps," and then they killed him immediately. That's the type of comms I kind of expect from him all the time, not
I think the same
once
thing
in
for
a
Rain
while.
this time. She probably
All the
just
fucking
wait for her
time.
to
Yeah,
get
Every round. 20 times a fucking round. Maybe not 20, but you guys get my point.
She's gonna straight swing or just sit in the corner, so watch out.
Yeah, after like 10 seconds, if you don't
Tell me
see.
when y'all want me to smoke, and I'll smoke for you.
Yeah.
I
After
don't
like 10
know
seconds, if you
about
don't see
these.
her,
That's not like a
just,
common
like,
thing. Lol.
Watch the cubby.
I feel like it's gonna become more common. What? Playing keyboard and mouse? I'm
Nice.
pretty sure it's becoming
I
more
took a
common.
smoke
I'm
flare.
not gonna lie.
Nice. Just going. That's two of them. That's two of them.
Play
At most, probably one
slow
more
on
person
A. He gets killed
Close.
and they
In the
trade.
corner. Nice. Last two should be on
They
B.
trade out and
One
he
spawn.
makes a really good
I said
call
already
for
C.
them to start going in and
Someone
feeding
watch out. Someone watch heaven.
info even if he's dead. This is
Do we
actually a
have
really good
heaven
round by him.
smoke? Yeah.
Yeah, he's going down. He's up there. Nice.
Yeah, that was actually a really good round. Like, he dies, most people just stop talking. He's like, "Yo, guys, go." We traded out. So they start going, and then he's feeding them info as they're playing, so that way they don't really necessarily need to look at the minimap. So that's really good. That's a really good round. I mean, yeah, of course, but not being a god and still like stomping, that's just not a common thing. I mean, Anave, you'd be surprised. You would be very surprised.
Do we do the same thing again? It's like even working.
I think we
could
actually.
just, like,
I think
I think
any
we move up.
high-level
Oh, yeah, we
player
could,
will be
yeah, I
able
think we
to
should
transfer
make it.
skills. Like, if you're a high-level console player, you'll be able to get it to PC. And I think same with PC.
I didn't hit her.
Like, obviously, it'll take time.
I need to rotate.
But
Get out.
The game,
like 3 on site.
nothing changes. The game doesn't change. It's just actions change, the buttons you need to click, and that's easy. If you're a high-level player, that's easy to kind of develop and get better at. Nice. Good shot.
Deadlocking, ISO is gonna be late.
Yeah. Y'all gotta move faster. Help it up, Brim.
Beacon here.
Brim, you do have ult.
Brim, play off all in Molly.
Yeah, Brim still has
You
all
can
smokes
just
as well.
bait for
I see y'all
you,
just play on
you
site.
just scared the crap out of me.
Trying to get down there.
Oh, I can't.
Last
Oh,
player
they lost.
standing.
Pretty sure they did. GG.
What,
Yeah,
I
gone.
only hit her 70?
Yeah, it was called his points there, so you're probably just wall banging the box on the right.
Let me read the
Defenders
chat
win.
real quick. Controller players don't have the luxury of being controller player, that's what I'm saying. Oh, user games not here. Alright, hopefully he comes back. Let me message him, come back to the Discord. Come VC. Alright, let me just log in. I might have to unlock. Yup. Okay. GG's, okay. I'm just logging in real quick. Just give me like a few minutes. Alright, how do you feel about that game?
It wasn't too bad.
Okay, okay. Talk to me though. Try to be more specific. Things you could have done better, or stuff like that. Overall,
Um,
overall.
think for some of the things I probably could have like tried to talk a bit more. I feel like the
Yep.
at least for some like on the defending rounds, I feel like it was a lot more silent, more quiet.
Yeah. I'll
Just
be.
at least for me personally, it's just like
Yeah.
uh just just doing things on defense just seems like kind of like I'll probably say that's one of the things I probably am weak not actually played the game. I probably say defensive like identifying probably something that I need to do a bit more or get a bit better at.
Oh wait, I already have the. Wait 1 second. I already have
Then
I need to unlock it. Give me a sec.
I'll probably say that's like the main thing. I feel like for attacking, I don't think it's that bad.
Do you want my take?
Yes.
I think what you said is pretty accurate. Defense side comms in the beginning were really good. Okay, but near the end of that half, you aren't talking. Okay, on attack, it's like the opposite. You know how on defense you're talking in the beginning and then it slipped away? On attack, it's the opposite. You weren't talking at all, and then at the end you started trying, which is strange to me. But we'll go through this. Don't worry about it too much, okay? But you see what I'm trying to get at there? It's kind of like it's inconsistent. I need it all the time because if I were to ask you the question, yo, at the end when you're calming and giving them info and trying really hard in terms of planning or whatever, was it working?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That's and
Enemies in our
I
way?
think that's the
Hope they
reason
like getting
why
hit by
like
lightning.
you wait,
My
I'm gonna
ult's
share my
ready.
screen in a sec. I think that's the reason why you started communicating is because you saw there was hope. Does that make sense? But you need to communicate no matter if there is hope or not hope because you know that's that that's the best way to play the game, right? It's more high level. So that's that. All right, so let's get through these notes. Quite a lot of notes. Like I wrote down every round, 24 rounds. As specifically as I can. There'll be some notes that are not crazy, some that are. I also wrote some general notes, so let's go through those first. Okay. The first one, switch up where he's playing. If I were to ask you, where did you play mainly on defense? What would you tell me?
Uh,
What were your sweet
Hookah
spots?
and showers.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm glad you can know. Some students, when I tell them, yo, where are you generally playing? If I were to ask you a question, they're like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, that's not good enough. But you can at least tell me, yo, I was playing shower only and hookah. And that's the first step. But now we need to take it a step further where not only understand where we only are playing, but understand why that's bad. And if I were to ask you, why is this bad? What would you say? Or not bad, but
Because
not as great as value as we can get from positioning.
they're gonna it's gonna know what's called exactly on the only two spots I play.
Yeah, like if I were playing against you, be like, yo, Neon's just gonna be hookah or shower side, and that's kind of what they may not have we don't know. They may not have actively kind of communicated and said that specifically like we were, but they generally kind of knew. Because what happened on shower side every time?
What's it called? The Reina, not Reina.
The
The
clove.
Lock of Cloves just
Yeah.
swung out
And if I were to ask you, were they generally waiting, ready for you? What would you say?
relatively so.
Yeah, because they knew you had a tendency to kind of always play in this area, so they can just mentally be ready for you. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
with this note, you need to switch up where you're playing. Because like I told you, if you played against me, yo, Russia's just shower hookah. I can use that against you in some way, to some degree. And if and especially if you're a sentinel, it's more important. Obviously, you play Neon, so it's not as important. But if you're a sentinel, I will abuse you all day. I will even make a plan where I'm like, yo, Rush is always B. Let's fake B. So there's a sentinel there, and then the enemy start leaning B. 3 to 4 people start going to B with the sentinel, and we come back A. I would set up a fake where it's used against them. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
this is why it's really important that you need to start thinking about this. How am I playing? What am I showing them? What are my cards that I'm showing them? Right? Because remember, like we talked about a long time ago, and I tried to
There.
refresh you in the beginning of this session, was like, try to track what they're doing so we can use that against them. That's like the base level. Okay, that's like a high, mid ascendant, high ascendant level of playing. But now, if you want to take it to a Mortal 3 level, you need to start thinking about how are they playing positionally as a team, individually, and how am I playing? So that way I know how they are playing, so I can use that against them, and I understand how I am playing, so they can never use that against me. Does that make sense? And
Yeah.
so this is something you need to start thinking about. My positioning, so that way it does not give them information on how and where I am 8 out of 10 times. Okay, yeah, they can know where I am 2 out of 10 times, that's fine. But you see the difference. By them knowing where you are 2 out of 10 times versus 8 out of 10 times is a, bro, like it's make or break a lot of the times. Okay, especially Immortal Plus. Okay, maybe not so much Diamond Ascendant, but still, I want you to be ready for that elo, right? Because that's your goal. No? So
Yeah.
we need to start thinking about this a little bit more. All right, switch up where you're playing. Sometimes play short. Sometimes okay, I'm gonna play. You know, you can even like predetermine this. Oh, I'm gonna play short shower 2 times. Then I'm gonna play here once. Then I'm gonna go B, play hookah 3 rounds in a row. Then I'm gonna come back to shower, play 1 time. Then I'm gonna come back to play shower 4 times. I'm randomly thinking about this. You see how it's like random, right? I'm not thinking about, oh, it'll be good if it's 2 3 times. It's just random. And that's one way you can do it. Just randomly think. Because if you randomly think, will they know by you switching it up? No. It'll be really hard for them to understand. Right? So that's something I'd like you to think about. Any questions with this note?
Nah. Oh,
Okay.
what? Also, one thing I
Yeah.
need to. What's that? Cause I can't see your screen since I'm on PS5, so I'm gonna swap to my phone real quick
Okay,
so I
okay.
can
Yeah, yeah,
see
yeah.
your stream.
Yep,
Give
yep,
me
yep.
like 2 seconds.
Yep, yep.
Hello.
Yep. You hear me?
Go, go, go!
Yeah.
Okay. Um okay, so let's move on, okay? The next one, work on crosshair placement. Okay, this happened a lot on shower side where you were coming out here, you took this
Go,
timing,
go, go!
okay? And your crosshair is literally on the guy's body. You're like down here. And then what happened with the deadlock in this fight?
Just
He
died.
instantly killed you. Instantly killed you.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty
you,
sure I even tagged him, but since I didn't aim
you
at his head, he killed me
right,
before
right.
I killed him.
So you, sorry, 1 second. So yeah, you have to kind of make sure that it's always head level every single time, every single time. And I'm not saying your crosshair placement is like, you know, never there, but it's inconsistent. That's the problem. I need it all the time. Literally every time you rotate, every time you're just doing nothing, every time you're looking at the minimap, it is literally on the head level where this guy just peeks you and you're looking at your minimap and you get scared, you just left click and he's dead. Does that make sense? So and,
Yeah.
and we touched on this. Do you remember the tips I told you before?
Um.
It's okay if you don't know, I'll tell you.
Nah. That,
Yeah, so I used to tell you, yo, always remind yourself in this moment in time, is this head level? And if I'd ask you, is this head level? What would you say?
hold on. Give me a second. The stream is not letting me do. Hold on, let me leave the join it back again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're just having some technical difficulties, guys. Just give them a second. I'll read the chat real quick. Less than maybe 30% would make them weak to figure out max. I kind of agree with Hector. I think a console guy could kind of cross over like pretty quickly if he's high level. If he's not, a different story. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah, I could use the fact that I just was come the. I this is when show the stream.
okay, okay. Am I even streaming? I'm pretty sure I am.
Yeah.
Okay,
You could. What's guys? I'm on the stream now. Let's
okay,
go.
cool.
Yeah, I
So,
can see
but
that.
but but if I had to ask you, is this head level? What would you say?
Yeah.
No, this is not head level. This is not head level. This is head level. Right? This is body level. Right? Look, if he's peeking here, it's here. And this is your problem, is because you can't answer that correctly. You think this is head level. It's not. Head level is here. Okay, so, and this is gonna be a trick question. Is this head level?
Yeah.
Yes, it is head level. Good. But what's wrong with this?
What's it called? You're holding the wall.
Right. It's not on the crosshair placement is not correct. Yes, it's head level, but it's not where they're gonna come out. Does that make sense? So that's why every time you are in a spot looking somewhere with your crosshair, ask yourself, or in the middle of a fight. Okay, sometimes you can do that too. Am I head level? Not head level. Okay, is this head level?
No,
No. Is this head level? No.
no.
And so you need to constantly ask yourself, especially when there's time to do that, is this head level? No. Okay, gotta bring it up. That's what I used to do to get my head level to a level where it's instantly head level no matter where I go. I'm rotating. Obviously, there are times too I'm fucking running away. I don't need head level. Okay, but when I'm holding areas where enemies will come from, especially on defense, it's 90% of the time always head level. Yeah, sometimes I even to these days I catch myself. I'm like, oh fuck, it's too low. Gotta bring it back up. Okay, but I'm at a level where it's like it's pretty automatic through thinking about that a lot. And then also what I used to tell you too was account for the level changes. This is head level, right?
Hmm.
And look at me go down. Is this head level anymore? Let's say the box is not there.
No.
We're looking at. No, it's not. And so you need to account for that. If this is head level and I'm coming down, it's a small adjustment. For us, it's our mouse. It's my mouse. I'm kind of holding it steadily, bringing it up a little bit because I'm coming down. And if I'm going up, it's the same thing. I'm bringing it down. But you need to kind of figure that out on console because I'm not a console player. I can't really tell you that. But you need to account for this with maybe your thumb because you're using the joystick, right? So but account for the level changes. Make sure it's head level all the time. Ask yourself, will I instantly kill this guy if he peeks and I just click one time? And if it's not a no, then you need to fix it. Okay? Um, so those are the tips I told you before. I've refreshed your mind. Right? Any questions with this? No.
No.
Okay, let's move on. The next note, he can also make calls to switch setup. Switch the setup. Okay, and a lot of people think, oh, calling, IGLing, managing my team, it's only on attack. Derp, derp, derp. No. Okay, it's both sides. Okay, so you can also tell them, guys, do this. I want Brim. I want 3 guys on A. I'll solo anchor B with Chamber. Or Chamber, you're gonna solo B. We're gonna 4-man A. Okay, we're gonna switch it. Chamber, you're gonna go short this round. Okay, we're gonna 3-man B, 2 on A, 1 shower, 1 short. You see what I'm trying to get there? Trying to do there?
Yeah.
And there's logic involved with this point. Okay, it's not you just randomly call to switch. There's a lot involved with why you need to switch setups in terms of understanding where you feel you have a read on where they'll go, through understanding their tendencies and frequencies. Wait, they went A 5 rounds in a row and they've majority won. They're gonna go A again, guys. Stack A. They went A 5 rounds in a row. We shat on them. They lost 5 rounds every time they went A in the 5 rounds. Guys, they're gonna go B this time. Let's stack B. Does that make sense logically? Because
Yeah.
the tendency for them to come here, or the chance they come here after they lost 5 rounds in a row, is much lower than them going B because it hasn't worked. Right? If it's worked, okay, guys, let's stack A because it's been working for them. They're gonna do it again. We are creatures of habits, humans. Okay, we have tendencies and frequencies. We're not these robots that can fully throw everybody off all the time. No. If we see that something works, we will do it again. That's generally how humans think on a basic level. Okay, on a psychological level. So, and obviously at the highest levels, like me, mortal, mid immortal, high immortal plus, we will use that because we understand that humans understand the basic level at that level. We're like, yo, we lost A 5 rounds in a row. We're going to go A again. Because they might stack B thinking we're going B, but it's like a pump fake. Do you understand? That's like a different level of thinking, higher level of thinking. But you're kind of not there yet. But we need to build this up first, and then you will get there. You will get there. I believe that. But you need to practice understanding this, and this has always been your biggest problem. I've known that. Okay, because that's why, remember the sessions before, I'm like, bro, what are they doing? Think. And you just always had a hard time. And I've had students too where they tell me, well, this is just kind of who I am. I'm not saying you, but some students have told me, yo, I'm retarded. I can't think. I'm actually slow in the brain in person. I'm like, no, I will not take that for an answer. It's not an excuse because I used to be like that, but how can I do it and develop myself to think like that, process information this quickly? Okay, it's not genetics. It's a skill and it's a tool. But you must make mistakes, improve, build upon it, so that way you start going into the higher echelons as a thinker, not even a player or a person, but thinking capabilities, processing capabilities. Okay, thinking in 4, 6, 7 layers instead of the basic human that 90% of people think in 2 layers. Okay, and you will get there. But that's that. Okay, so do you have any questions with this in terms of
No.
switching up the things? Think about logic. Okay, in terms of utility, they're rushing A 5 times. It's worked. I know they're. You've got to read that they're gonna go A again. Try to think, what utility on our team do we have that logically makes sense, that can help stop this rush or their slow play or their fakes or this and that. Okay, I don't want to get too much into it. Okay, but I hope this makes sense to you. Does it? If it doesn't, you need to let me know now. Does it make sense?
Yep.
Okay. It's really important. I don't want you to sit there and be like, yeah, it makes sense, but it doesn't. And then we're just wasting time. I
Yeah,
need to
trust me.
make
If
sure.
I don't understand something, I will let you
Okay,
know
good.
immediately.
I'm just making sure. I've been saying this to my students lately because a lot of students say, yeah, 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 and then they show up the same person. So that's not you, but those students show that they're not listening and applying to the knowledge. So that's that. Okay, so good. You understand. Let's move on. So apply it. It's one thing to know, it's another to do it and apply, make mistakes and build it. Okay, let's move on. The next thing is, we touched on this already. He needs to understand how he is playing. So, the first note was switch up where he's playing. This is like the added on where we already broke down. We got ahead of ourselves, but you need to understand how you are playing. And then that's the base level. Me, okay, I'm always playing shower hookah and just sitting there taking fights. The next level is understanding how is our team playing. You know how I told you how you should put yourself in the enemy shoes? You need to put
Yeah.
yourself on the whole team's shoe, the whole macro, our macro shoes. Wait, we're fast rotating. They know that. So that's why they're faking. Guys, we need to change the tempo. We need to stop fast rotating. Okay? And if you think about these things well and get better at it, the solutions are so fucking easy. The solutions are right there. The adjustment is so easy on knowing what to do if you can think on that level. And I even talked about this with Worthy in the interview, episode 2 of the podcast. People don't do this. Okay? This is his quote, the path to victory is in the eyes of the opponent. How we can win is through the eyes of them, what they see, how they feel, how they are talking, so that we can use that against them. Okay? So we won't go too much further into this. We already kind of broke it down. So that's that. Let's move on. Any questions with this note?
No.
Okay, let's move on. The next thing is, needs to understand tendencies and frequencies more. At the base level of everything we've just talked in these general notes, that's where this comes from. Knowing what they like to do, that's tendencies, right? How they do it, and then the frequency, in which rate they are doing it. Is it all the time? Never. 5 times I have, 2 times I have, a majority, 8, 9, 10 times I have, 2 times a game, 20 times a game, whatever. You need to not only track, but you need to store, and then you need to start thinking about what it means, process this information, so that way the adjustment solution come to you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It's really important. Okay, I'm gonna be really hard on you because I've already taught you this stuff. Okay, and so and especially in your elo, which was high ascended, low immortal at the time, not right now, but 2 months ago, you were playing against immortals, top 400, 300 console players. No,
Mhm.
I remember when you were like, "Oh, I'm struggling, I'm struggling, I'm struggling." That's why you're struggling. It's because they are thinking about those things and you are not. Simply, that's it. And so you need to apply this knowledge, not just know about it, but use it, develop it, because I know you struggle with that. I see that through our sessions. Okay? So you need to start thinking about this more, apply it, theory craft, visualize, make mistakes. A lot of students, I tell them, okay, that's how we get better. They'll ask me, how do I get better? I tell them, make mistakes. Then process what went wrong. What could you have done better? What went wrong in the identification, the thought process, the plan, the execution, my positioning, my aim, my crosshair placement? You need to be critical. If you cannot do this, your improvement will not grow. Okay, so that's something I need to be really hard on you about. All right, so any questions with tendencies and frequencies?
Nope.
That's where it all starts, my friend. You need to use this. This is a tool that will help you win. And if I were to ask you the question, do you want to win? You'd say yes. If I say, you want to be immortal? Immortal 3? You'd say yes. But that's why 99% of people cannot get there because they don't understand this. They weren't taught it. They don't understand how the mind works to that degree where you can start map hacking like a god without cheats. That's why pros, when you watch pros and VCT or Radiant Ships, you're like, how the fuck did that guy know? He's thinking about tendencies, timings. He's played against that guy a lot. He understands his mind as a person, how he feels, how he thinks, stuff like that. That's why they're at that level. They built that. So that's that. Let's move on. The next thing is utility usage. Expend them. You are not using this enough on attack and defense. You need to be, yeah, you use your stun pretty well, but you need to be using, your wall more. Even there's scenarios you need to use this more. You are fucking heaven with an op, AFK, doing nothing. You kill the Reyna here, okay, and then you're here, you whiffed on this guy, and you're just sitting here. Bro, throw a fucking wall out, start dashing out, running out, okay, throw a stun, do something else, or do more with your utility. You need, and I've taught you this too. I don't know if you remember, but I told you, yo, just throw it in the fucking corners better than what you're doing, right? But that's the base level. Then we need to think, how can I use my utility where it's going to give me the maximum value? And obviously, we can't get maximum value with our utility all the time. But if you think about that all the time, how can I use it where I get max value? I can just come out and kill somebody, or stun 3 people, or 2 people, or get this kill. That will happen. But you need to think about it first, right? So get in the habit of using this on attack, especially, bro. You're just entering in like you're just going in like, bro. Use this more. Set it up, okay? And then use this, and then come in, okay? And then combo that with your stun too. But sometimes you just do the movement, and then there's a stun, and then you go in, right? You need to start thinking not just using it, but how I can get maximum value. Okay, and maximum value won't always be kills. It may just help you clear space as fast as possible. That could be maximum value too, but you need to start thinking about this stuff. Okay? Any questions?
No.
Okay, let's move on to the rounds now. Okay, now it's gonna get a little bit more dicey, but okay. So round 1, start on B hookah. Starts on B hookah, walks down. Starts on B hookah, walks down, sees contact. There was contact short. Okay, I'm just speeding it up. Okay, you flank, and then you kill the gecko. For sure you had a ghost. You kill the gecko right here.
Yeah, it's around here.
Right.
Around.
The bomb was down. What should we tell them?
Bomb down.
Yeah, and you didn't. They don't know. And then when I looked at the minimap, these guys are all doing their own thing because they don't know that the bomb is down. This is the most crucial piece of information. It's NFL season, right? When the offense fumbles the ball, what do they say? What do fans in the stands say? What do people on the sideline say? What do they yell? It's super simple.
They start yelling like fumble.
Fumble! Everybody starts getting excited, jumping up and down. Fumble! Bomb is down, so that everybody understands the bomb is down, and they go crazy. No? You need to look at it that way. You need to apply that NFL standard to your Valorant standard. And I know it seems silly, but it just makes sense to me. I'm a football player myself. I played American football for like 6 years in high school. Won state championship in high school. Okay, we went back to back. We lost the first year, won the second year. Okay, and then I went to college and won a state championship in Quebec. Okay, I went to a French-speaking state and walked on and dressed and won 11-0. Okay, and it's a school that traditionally wins a lot. They've got like over 20 state championships there. Like, I understand that how important it is for us to yell that the ball is down. Okay, so you need to do the same. This is the communication problem here. Okay, and then also, I think refighting here is good as well, but you can also just play it slow. Just kill this guy, back the fuck up, reposition yourself, come back this way. Or just leave and just go to beat an anchor or go to beat a rotate through spawn. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, any questions?
No.
Okay, let's move on. Starting round 2, starting same spot. Hookah. Walking down again off contact. Flanking, come short. The call is at 2 so you came here. The call is that 2. Remember how their chamber was like, yo, 2 shower, and we didn't know where the last
Yeah.
one was, and then you came over here, you were like, look, where the fuck's the third one? And then he also said, yo, Jet, he's close on you, and then the Jet peeked Yuha and killed him right here. Remember that? You saw the Reyna die.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there was 2 shower, and then what did I write here? I heard a step behind, and he was not aware of the gecko. So as you're coming here and there's information being relayed, I heard this gecko, and you just turned late. And that's why he wasn't killing you immediately. He was, you know how he's walking up on you like this, like for a little
Yeah.
while. He was trigger discipline, just like how you were trying to do that to them as well. He was doing. He was trying to see if he could walk behind you and kill more. But as you turned around, he killed you. But you should have been aware with that. Obviously, a lot involved. Maybe you're using TV audio and stuff like that. But if you're using a headset,
What's it called? I just missed the footstep. That was all it was. I just turned around just to check this in case someone was back there, and he was there.
yeah. But
And
I
the
actually
audio.
heard him. He made a misstep. You'll hear it in the VOD, and then you should be instantly coming back and killing him. But that's a small round, nothing crazy. Okay. I think the flanking was good actually. This game, I said it in the stream as well. I was like, yo, he's actually flanking a lot. And remember back then, you never fucking did it. How many times I'd be like, yo, take space, take space. Remember those days? So I'm glad that you've applied that knowledge. It's
Yeah.
good. So, and I told the stream as well. It's really important that you can take space, especially if you can get away with it. It's money. It's money. Space is money. It's information. Information is money in this game. It's getting paid. That's how you have to think about it. Okay, so keep building upon it. I liked how you took space a lot. Make the mistakes when you do. When you have good flanks, it's all good. Still think, what could I have done better? Stuff like that. You'll get to a level where it's elite space taking, where you'll never die when you do it like me. Alright? Or not never, but a lot of times you won't die. Round 3 starts Hookah side. They trade out. It's 4v4. He sits behind the box in Hookah when bomb is down long. Okay. He should jump down and defend the bomb. Okay. So remember how you started here and then you came back here and you're like, yo, and then you're right. There's nothing really there. You sat here for AFK. Your teammates traded out here. The ISO, I think it was your ISO that got a kill or the chamber. And the bomb was down. What do we say when the bomb's down? Now that you know.
You say, bomb down.
Guys, you look at the fucking minimap. You see that there's a yellow triangle with black stripes on this minimap and say, bomb down, guys, bombs down, bomb down. You jump down Hookah and you hold this area. You start throwing a stun. Come over here. Maybe you'll even wall it like, like this. And then your whole teammates just coming to B. And then they'll hold Hookah and hold long. And they play off of you. Does that make sense? And the bomb's right here. But what happened? You sat here, AFK. I saw that the bomb was down. They knew the bomb was down. And they ended up getting it. Okay? And then they were able to make a play. They took the TP and they had all of site for free, set up for free while you guys are rotating. Right? So, yeah, and yes, you still won this round. But we shouldn't have been in this position. In my eyes, you should have never been in this position where there's risk of you losing. You should have outright won the round on B long. Does that make sense? And that's the difference from being a Mortal 3 Radiant than from being an average player. I'm not saying you're average, but what you're doing is kind of falls into that where 95% of people do what you do. They're not aware, they don't care, not thinking about it, and they're just AFK behind a wall. Where the good players will be like, yo, bombs down long, get to it right now. Fumble, fumble, fumble. And then 2 people come here, hold long, you're here, get ready to play off them, and then another guy's holding Hookah or spawn just to make sure we're not going to get shot in the back of the head, and we're securing the ball, not letting the offense get the ball back to score a touchdown. But you let them get to the 5-yard line. You guys let them, they fumbled the ball on the 50-yard line, they picked it back up, started running it down for a touchdown, and then they got onto the 5-yard line, and then thankfully you stopped them from a touchdown. But still. Right? We shouldn't be in that position. We should have just picked it up, send it the other way, and scored a touchdown. Does that make sense? So that's how you have to look at this round. Right? And then I wrote, They were able to TPA. He rotates through spawn. He sees one shower. Knows one is U-Haul. There was a call as well. The chamber called it. And then the deadlock ulted into U-Haul as well, so we know he's outside. He's in between triple and truck. This is a big problem here. Okay. He what happened here? How long were you here?
About 5-10 seconds.
Yeah. Is that too long or too little? It's really simple.
Too long.
It's too long. You're here fucking AFK. Against good players, you're dead. That's what you have to understand. You're dead. They will not even let you stay here for 5. So you're just gonna be dead somewhere here. Okay? If they're good. Okay, so you need and if I were to ask you, do you know what lukewarm is? Being lukewarm?
Just not doing the best thing you could possibly do, or like basically like a half baked like play,
Yes,
something like that.
yes. It's not necessarily just the good action. You're not even doing a bad action. You're doing the worst, which is not good, not bad. That's the worst thing you can do. Is to not go, to go or not go. You're in between. You're just like you're scared. You're like you see how silly this is, right? You're like this, literally. You'll see in the VOD. You're like, obviously I'm over exaggerating, but still, it was pretty similar. Like you didn't know what the fuck to do, and that's the worst thing you can do. The best choice you can do is follow through, whether that's the best decision or the worst decision, but just do it. So lukewarm is in the middle of boiling hot or icy cold. Don't be room temperature. You're either gonna be boiling hot or ice cold. It's one or the other. Make a decision because you're gonna learn. But by you just being here AFK, it's the worst thing you can do. Okay, I was like laughing in my head. I was like, bro, what is he doing? It's a 2v2 retake and you don't even know what to do. You're like, bro, just make a decision. Start running out. Tap the bomb. Clearing corners. Start running out. Flying out. Okay? And that will, once you start developing, playing like that, you'll get really good where you never hesitate. You know exactly what to do. Just tap the bomb. Start clear. Yo, short's clear. It could be U-Haul. Yo, be careful. Start killing them. And you have more efficiency. You're more optimal. Okay? Does that make sense? Any questions?
Yeah.
That's that. And I wrote, good kill on shower, you good stun, you stunned him here, killed the clove, and came over here and killed the deadlock short. Remember that? So, good. Also though, focus on your crosshair placement. When I saw this kill here, you had to micro adjust. When you're coming, kill this guy and just start keeping your head level everywhere. Remember the level changes. Account for the level. Oh, it's higher. It can't. That's not head level. It's gotta be higher. And you can use lines. Certain things around the map that will show you what is head level. Stuff like that. Okay. Let's move on. Round 4. He starts hookah. Peeks on barrier timing. He calls that they are going A. They realize nothing there. And he said, oh, so you peeked here. Remember how he peeked here? You're like, oh, nothing. You're like, oh, nothing. And then you rotated towards A from B. And then you know how like there's fucking 4 people on A already and you got here? What happened?
I'm out of here.
What did you see?
You said what round was this?
Round 4. You started hookah. You peeked immediately. There was nothing there. And you started running A because there was some noise. But then your teammates started smoking. You know, and then nothing, and like nothing was happening. Okay, I'll just tell you. But nothing was happening. And then you said, yo, wait. They're not out. Nothing's happening. I'm going to go back. So this was good. Good call. You're like, yo, I'm going to go back to anchor. Remember?
Gotta go.
Oh, it's what that was like.
Yeah, and then the
I
hookah.
can't remember now.
There was a chamber trip here, and then it got active. Like it didn't activate fully, but it triggered where it went red.
Yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
wait, they're here. So that was good. I love this communication this round. This round was really good, by the way. It's like kind of like a pro note. Okay, and then you even called. I wrote calls about 2 hookah, and I said would like him to tell the teammate that it's quiet and no one's out, as in on B side. Okay, and then tell your jet to go back because once you were here and the trip activated, I saw the minimap and there was 4 of your teammates coming B, like literally on this last ping, and then your jet was running in spawn too, but that leaves A open. So that's where you need to be aware. Look at the minimap and tell jet, stay, wait, they're not out. That's pretty much what I meant by this round. It's more of a communication round, but I think overall the call was good. The read was good. Most importantly, you came here because you thought they were going A because you cleared B. Nothing was happening. So you're like, yo, it's A, but then nothing happened again. So you're like, wait, I'm gonna go anchor, and then they start kind of working B, and then you guys won the round. Right? So the reads were good. Just want the communication a little bit better, awareness a little bit better. Okay, that's all. Any questions?
No.
Okay, so move on. Round 5, this one's pretty much nothing. He flanks from B and is a 2v5 and he gets held and died. Remember how you were flanking and you got here, it's 2v5 and the guy was holding you and you just died. Right? But we
Oh
can
yeah.
take something away from this round. Okay? Why did this guy hold you like that? It's really simple.
Cause I did it already 2
Yes,
times.
you did it fucking 3 times already. Okay, 2 times to be exact. So he kind of has a feeling that you are able to do that again. That you're capable of doing it. Does that make sense? And this
Yeah, but
is
so, even plus because I'm neon, I can get there before like
sure,
mostly everybody else. So if
sure.
I'm
That
not there,
yeah, that's
then
probably a secondary thought, but his original thought is, yo, Neon likes to flank. Okay, that's tendencies. You've done it 2 times and it's worked, so he's gonna think about that even more. If it doesn't work, he's not gonna think about it. But if it's worked against him, he's like, oh fuck, Neon likes to flank, and the rate is 2 out of 4 times. That's a 50% chance you're gonna flank. No.
Mhm.
And that's why he's here staring at you waiting, because he may not necessarily be like, it's 100% he's gonna do it. We don't know how he's thinking, but he was generally like, yo, 50% chance you're gonna do it, I'm gonna wait. And it paid off. He used that against you. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
um that's why it's important. You need to develop this skill too, because if you understood, yo, I flanked a lot, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna commit, I'm just gonna come here and just hold, you may not even have died. Maybe you could have found a different timing by coming this. You're like, yo, I flanked through short. I'm gonna walk through this way next time because it's unpredictable. Do you understand how this all kind of ties together, and it could be used?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to, and I know, bro, you can do it. I know you can, and it's difficult, but if you can develop this, it's not just a tool for Valorant. It's a life tool. You get to know who a person truly is. When you see somebody or a scumbag, or you want to make friends with somebody, you will know their true tendencies and frequencies and know exactly what kind of person they are. This is comes from life. This was not developed through gaming. This was developed through business, life, skills that require to get money, stuff like that. This is where it comes from. Math. Okay, so solutions. This is where it comes from, right? So that's what I like you to think about and get better on. Okay, let's move on. Round 6. Finally starts a shower side. He gets timing, but crosshair placement was not good. Also, he can just slice the pie instead of wide walk. So I love that you switched it up in this moment, but you came wide. What happened?
So I swung out.
I'm
I
out of here.
kind of wasn't.
You went like this. Crosshair placement's not on the head, so he just instantly killed you. You shot at him first too. No, there's 2 body shots, one on the body, one on the leg, for 74. I saw it on the right
Oh
side,
yeah.
and he just instantly killed you because
Yeah.
he's kind of ready. Which is good on him. Good job. That's just a good awareness by him that you're gonna do this. But you should have killed him. That's the mistake by you just
Gotta go.
taking this timing, and then it's insta headshot because it's crosshair placement. And I understand it. You're not a mouse, but still, I'm sure the #1 rating on console is instantly deleting this guy. Okay, even on console. So, um, gotta kind of tell yourself a little bit, and that's why I wrote. You don't need to walk out here. You can just do it more slowly, and make sure it's always head level. Do you see how I'm doing it?
Gotta go.
Take this timing, and then you just come here.
Yeah.
You see how it's kind of always head level, but you kind of just did this. And you just kind of like walked out with your crosser down like this, and then he's all like, we gotta think about his perspective. He's not
Here we go.
he's not doing this. He's not coming swinging like this, bro. He's swinging like this. So you just fell into his cross. You walked into his crosshair, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what you learn. You made a mistake. All we do is learn this time.
I'm out
Take
of
the
here.
timing. Oh, I'm trying to take the timing. Okay, and then just be a little bit more vigilant. Okay. Just always think head level instantly. If you think about it mentally, your body will follow. That's the beauty of a mind body connection. Humans are so interesting. If your mind can think of something and you focus on it, your body will do it. That's why it's called the mind body connection. It's a system. Okay, it's a brain and a physical aspect, but the brain is the most important. It starts in your brain first. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on. Round 7. Start shower side again. Walks out and sees Clove. Whiffs. Crosshair placement is bad. Gives up the angle. Okay, so we'll stop there. So you did the same
Whoa, whoa,
thing. You
whoa!
came over here. Clove was there. You whiffed on him. You gave it up. Came back. Okay. And then I wrote, here's Reyna short. Remember how you're coming back this way and you heard the Reyna flash?
Yeah.
And then you start coming back, and I wrote stays. This is the biggest mistake. Stays in between triple and bench and just gets swung from showers and dies. Okay, you saw Clove shower, right? Outside shower, right? You start running off. You hear Reyna flashing like here. Okay, freeze in your mind. Visualize this round in time. What is going on in your mind?
They're doing a split.
Sorry, say that again. I couldn't hear you. Cut off.
I said they're doing a split.
Yeah. What is a split? We'll break it down even further, even though I know you know.
It's where they attack the same side from two
Yeah.
different angles.
What I'm looking for is that they are executing on A. It seems like, at least at the base level. No, we don't 100% know if they're gonna come in. They might be, but they're working A, right? And so you need to identify that immediately. By being like, yo, they're coming A, and I think they're gonna come because of this flash. This flash to me indicates that they're gonna come in. If the flash was back here, different story.
There.
To clear this corner to swing out. But the flash is literally here. Like they're coming out off that flash, no? They're positioning. So right here, you needed to understand that. Get to a safe spot and don't be lukewarm. Bro, you were here derp, the derp, the derp, the derp, the derp, not knowing what the fuck was gonna happen or what's going on. Your mind is going blank, and what happened? This clove just went like this, bloop, and you died. No, you died like right here, somewhere right here,
Yeah.
right? So that's what I'm saying. Your decision making is lacking because you're not putting any thought into what is going on. Remember what I told you? It starts with our mind. You need to think and know. Yo, they're fucking coming. It's a split. I think they're gonna come. Then you take action. Yo, okay, they're good. With what I've thought, I need to take a decisive action. I need to find a position where I can, have protection, kill people, be of value, hold things down. You need to start thinking like this. And it's really hard for people, but I believe you can do it. I don't think you're, brain dead. I really don't believe that. Okay, so in this moment in time, we've learned. We made the mistake, right? You got here and died. AFK sitting here and died. All we do is learn. The problem here is you need to understand that they are likely to at least come to this ping. Like the Clove's going to come here to work A. Okay, and the Reyna is going to be coming up to here minimum. That's the minimum of you looking at the minimap. Once you understand that, then you be like, yo, I need to find a good spot to fucking kill them if they come out. And then also communicate that. Okay, so that way we can kill them and not die. But you just stood here and died. Alright, so that's it. It's a learning moment in time. Right, or you need to apply this moment, or it will. What do you think will happen if you don't?
I'm
Take
gonna just keep making the same
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, you're just gonna keep doing the same mistake. And I'm not saying you're an average player, but what I'm saying is, if you keep doing the same mistake over and over again because you don't put any thought into it and process the information, you will get worse. You won't even stay the same. And do you know why that is?
Because everyone's gonna be doing that while
Yes.
I'm staying the same.
Yes, we've talked about this before. Everybody's gonna be improving and thinking about what went wrong and improving their game. They're leveling up while you're staying in the middle. You're staying, complacent or with your mind, your thought process, and you get worse. You get pushed down on paper because people are climbing while you're getting pushed down because they're improving and you are not. Does that make sense? Even though you are kind of
Yeah.
staying the same in quotation, but your rank on paper and that transfers to, on paper skill, you're gonna go down. So you need to take this moment in time really seriously and then really start applying this. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on. I think you really understand it. So, any questions though with how I broke it down? And
No.
also I can help you. I don't think you should be here, bro. Be here. What's wrong with here? It's the same spot but a different angle. Look how protect. Can they see me from short and shower?
No.
No, and it's an off angle because I'm not here AFK. This is just a common corner. I'm now in an off angle where if this guy believes I'm here and he's like, yo, he's in the corner, and he comes like this, he is dead because I see him first on this angle. Does that make sense? Because he's going to be
Yeah.
swinging like this where my crosshairs, but I see his shoulder. Oh, you're right there. Boom, dead with good crosshair placement. Understanding. Oh, is it head level? Yes, it's head level. He's coming out wide. I hear him running. Boom, he's dead. You see how all this stuff adds up? And that's the beauty of Valorant.
Yeah.
It's not individual things you need to work on. And this is the hardest part of Valorant. You need to bring all of these things I'm teaching you and you've learned and applied and things you need to apply together. That's the hardest part of Valorant that people don't understand. They all go hand in hand in certain situations, etc. Blah, blah, blah. I can go on for all day. Okay, so. And this would be also a good position. You just kind of always keep jiggling. Make sure Reyna's gonna kind of push you and shoot you in the back. Just play super safe. You give it up. That's the super safe offense. Just get the fuck out. Play retake. Okay. Or you want to play more like aggressive. Fight for the site. Don't let them have any inch. You play here on these angles. Here, back truck. You go U-Haul. Okay. So that's your solutions with positioning. But the decision making was the worst part. Okay. So that's that. Let's move on. Round 8, small round, just same spot in shower and die. So at this point, how many times did you play shower?
3.
Yeah, and so usually, even dumb people, okay, or just basic average people, after you show them you played something 3 times, whether they are actively thinking about it or not, they will know that you are kind of playing here now, right? Does that make sense? I'm sure you've seen that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've done that too, or in terms of thinking. Wait, I saw this guy fucking here in the corner 3 times. I'm gonna clear it, because it just kind of makes sense that he'll likely do it again, right? So that's how. Let's move on. So go back to what I said with switching it up, being unpredictable, understanding how you are playing and how you are being seen, what you are showing. That's the thought processes I have. Wait, what do they see? What do they think and see about me? Wait, they know I'm playing here too much. Okay, I gotta go switch it up somewhere. I'm gonna take. They know I'm flanking hookah 2 times, 3 times out of 5 times. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna take space on, B long, A short. That's how I think. That's my thought process when I do that. I put myself in their shoes. The path to victory is in the eyes of the opponents. By understanding what they think, see about us, and we use that against them. Okay? So that's that. Let's move on. Round 9. Starts hookah, jump peaks 2, and he kills 2 on B. And last one in spawn. Nothing crazy here. Really good round. You got a 3K. Remember how you went like this? And then these guys were just fucking like this. One guy was crouched, another guy was like this. Remember that round? And then you had a teammate behind you?
Yeah, what's that? I saw his foot, so I just break through the wall.
Yeah, and I think this round was really good by you in terms of decision making, movement, and your own understanding of timing. You're like, wait, if I jump peek here, I can see if people are there. You saw people were there, so you're disciplined. Most idiots would just, 2 guys, and just swing and die, right? You didn't. You went, oh, 2, oh, fuck, 2, and you start giving it up, right? Repositioning yourself. I like that. Okay, killed 2 on B, and then you killed 1 more on spawn right here. I think it was the deadlock when it was like a 3v1. Remember that round? You're up here, actually. I think it was the gecko, actually. From what I remember, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so this was a really good round by you because, and then let's just add our communication. Call it. Yo, two outside hookah, 2 outside hookah. I think they're, and remember what I told you with the same thought process that was on A at this general level of Diamond 3. Okay, remember how you saw this clove, right? Call it, and then once you get here, wait, 1 short, 1 outside shower. I think they're gonna work it at least, not come in. Execute, but they're gonna start A and aggressively. So you need to have that same thought process here. It goes hand in hand. Okay, jump peek. Oh fuck, 2 guys, 2. I think they're gonna come B, guys. Come, rotate, whatever. Communicate that. Start finding solutions and plans to formulate. Okay, brainstorm, so that way we can shit on these guys. Yo, you know what I do? I'm a step ahead of that. basic level. Yo, two outside hookah. They're coming B. And I tell the A guys, yo, A guys, start flanking. That's the type of player. That's how aware I am. Because I know that they're coming B a lot, majority, 3 to 4. And I tell the A guys, yo, start flanking these fuckers. And they do. A lot of times because they respect my calls, because they know it's accurate, they start fucking taking space on these guys. And then we stall them, smokes go down, we start stalling them, they can't go B. They decide to go back, and the two guys that took space completely annihilate those guys. And then we have information they're going back to because they're calling it. You see how advanced that is? You see how of value that is? We know exactly where they are at all times. There's pressure, there's information, there's aggression to control their tempo and to kind of put them in their tracks. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, you can get to that level. You can. But you need to first develop it by getting good at this part, which is, yo, two outside hookah. Yo, they're coming B. Rotate. I'm going to find a good positioning. And then you build upon that. Then it gets to the next level where it's super advanced. Okay? Let's move on. The next thing is, overall, round 9, really good round by you. Okay? Round 10, starts hookah side. But, okay, you see kind of what the pattern is, right? Can you pick up on the pattern? What's the pattern?
What's it called? Just starting at the same 2 spots.
Yeah, so, but not just that. Okay, you started hookah, then you went you started hookah, you played hookah 3 rounds, then you went showers, then you played showers 3 rounds, then you went back hookah, then you played hookah 2 times again. There's no problem with going back and forth, but the amount you're staying here is the problem. Right? Go be long. You came back to hookah from the shower side the one time, the next, and you killed 3. Go long. Go short. Stay there 1 time instead of 2, 3 times. Then I go back to the next spot for 3 times again. Then I come back for another 3 times. Do you understand where I'm going? If you played against me, I'd be like, yo, once you showed me your hookah 3 times and I see you shower 3 times, I'm like, yo, he's gonna play shower 3 times now. Okay, now he's back hookah. Yo, he's gonna be hookah next hookah side 2 times now. 2 more times. You see how I can use that against you? Yes, no.
But he ate the
Okay. But anyways, that's why it's really important. Let me know when you're back. Yo, let me know when you're back. I think he's gotta deal with something real quick, guys. Some technical difficulties. Any questions from the chat while we wait?
Alright, sorry about that.
Oh, you're good, you're good. But I hope this point kind of makes sense to you, as in just switch it up, that's all. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
So, starts hookah side, take space, 5v3, great. And bro, I'm applauding you a lot. Bro, I think you take space really well now. Keep doing it more and more and be aggressive. Don't let them breathe. Be down their throat. Okay, from the back. All the time. Always, and I love that you're starting to add trigger discipline too. That's something I didn't mention, where you didn't just instantly kill them like you did before. You're like, yo, can I get more? Remember when this ISO was walking, or a gecko was like walking,
Yeah.
and you're like, and I knew what you're doing. Most people be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He should kill him. I automatically knew it. I knew you were trying to look for more, but there was a smoke here, and like, okay, I might as well just kill him. There's nothing else, so you just killed him, so that's fine. But good that you're applying the taking space stuff like we talked about before. Okay, but take space 5v3 gets to short wants to trigger this. Oh, that's that round actually. Wants to trigger discipline, but Reyna too far. Reyna was like over here, and then the ISO was here. He just walked by, doesn't even clear you, and then you wanted to look for more. There was nothing there, and you just killed him. And then the smoke dissipated, and then remember how you killed the Reyna? So that was good. Another pro round, too good. And you'll hear me say what I said about this round to the VOD, where I was like, yo, if he did not take this space, he would have never got 2 kills, and also they would have been able to do whatever they wanted, right? Because Reyna was here, ISO was there, and then it was a 3v2, and then your 2 teammates were shower side, so they could have done whatever the fuck they wanted, right? And then that would have been harder for you guys, and you wouldn't even know if they're going A or B, right? But by you taking the space, you gained money, you got paid, if that makes sense, right? Kill this guy, outright won the round, right? So this was like a 9 out of 10 round out of you in terms of taking space, executing, understanding what's going on, being aware, adding trigger discipline, stuff like that. That was a really good round. All right, so keep it up when you're trying to do this type of concept. One thing I'll add is don't always take space from the same spot. Switch it up, like I told you. Do it from long. Do it from A short. Do it from shower. Switch it up. Okay, let's move on. Round 11. Jump peaks hookah. Sees nothing. There's a ton in long. They execute. And he sees wingman come out with bomb. Doesn't shoot it. He sees the Reyna and Gecko come out. Trigger disciplines, but major whiffs. Ends up killing ISO. Remember this round? We're here. You come here. And then there, all of a sudden, we just heard like fucking 3 to 4 people come out long. The wingman is coming out with the bomb. You need to shoot this thing. Okay? Why?
I was going to, but I knew the well, not new, but I knew they're gonna like start flying out behind it, so I wanted
Sure.
to try to get the kill, but just
Yeah. Yeah.
that didn't work.
Right.
But yeah, but I definitely would shoot the wingman there.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
needed to
yeah.
get around that.
I would just advise you to just kill this, even though they don't know. Um, because I was gonna ask you a question. How long does it take for the bomb to explode from plant to explosion?
I
You
think like
remember?
30 to 45.
45.
Okay,
45 seconds. Right? How long does it take to defuse?
7.
7. And so what I'm trying to get at here is that by killing this wingman, do you let that 45-second timer go off when it's not planted?
No.
No. That's the key. You cannot give them any second of them getting time on the bomb, because that will help you guys also start, buying your teammates more time to come here when the bomb's not planted. It gives you more time. There's less pressure into defusing the bomb, right? You can play slower. You guys can be more patient. When they plant the bomb, when you guys are all waiting, instead of the bomb has been planted for 15 seconds, do we need to have a sense of urgency to go? Yeah, we do, because the bomb is ticking. Do you see the difference? So that's why I'm telling you to shoot the wingman. And then if you want to go for that play, you got to make sure you kill them here. Okay, the trigger discipline play. Reyna comes out. Just be patient and calm and look at their heads. And then, maybe even practice this movement with your thumb while you're not killing them and trigger. That's what I do. When I have a trigger discipline moment, I don't, like, this guy comes out and doesn't clear me. I don't just go, doop, 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 chase this guy. I go here on his head, come back to see, and then multiple people, and I just kind of like see who I need to kill first, and then it's just automatic. My body just follows because my brain has processed who I need to kill first, or etc. in the trigger discipline moment, stuff like that. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. Let's move on.
Yeah.
The next thing is where are we? Where are we? Sorry, can't find this. We are round 12. Okay, last round of defense. Starts B. There's contact on shower side. He rotates through spawn. 4v5. They try to plant. Sorry, give me 1 second. They tried to plant. He's got an op in heaven. Kills Reyna bench and dies needs to use his utility to get out or help the team himself or the team. Very self-explanatory round. Nothing really crazy in this round. You started B, started coming here. What the problem was here. We already touched about it. We won't break it down. You're just here doing nothing, bro. Kill this Reyna. Start dumping this utility. Put your wall out. Take space. Come over here. Start clearing bench. The wall's up. You have protection. Clear shower. Shower's clear. Shower is clear, guys. You add communication because once you call that this is clear, do your teammates need to look this side ever? Hello?
Hmm?
Are you with me?
Yeah, what's going? I thought I was like I thought you were. Yeah.
No, I was talking to you the whole time. If we kill this Reyna, okay, and you put your wall up and started taking space and clearing things and saying, "Yo, shower is clear," okay, will your teammates need to look over here?
No.
No, because you've done that job. But you're here, AFK, doing nothing. Kill this guy. They're lukewarm. I don't know what to do. It's never gonna be a value. Might as well put your wall up, start fucking rushing down this side because you killed the shower player. Okay, so this side will be less resistance because you killed one. And then we can start deducting as a team. And then that's the line we need to start looking at. But before it was this whole fucking side. Right? We see how it works in terms of retake. That's how it works. So, that's that. Okay, any questions?
No.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, round 13. He runs down B with Brim. Decent entry. We're on attack now. Decent entry and scaling. Kill the Gecko Cubby. Then pushes elbow. Hears them coming spawn. And he just peeks. Needs to play his life. He's 1 HP. And the question I'll ask in a sec. Okay. But good. Good scaling. Good entry. Good scaling. You came here. You killed the Gecko. Good job. Then you went back to go elbow. And then you just went like this. And then you went like this. And I'll ask the question. What is your win condition? How can we win this round? The way it played out. In a 1v1. Okay, I think he disconnected. Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
It was like you just all of a sudden just cut out and I just couldn't hear you.
Yeah, all good.
Sorry.
Yeah, so, you know,
what were you saying? You're saying like gecko something? Then
yeah,
you just
you
cut out.
entry, you know how you entry and scale here? You killed the Gecko here, remember? With the Brim?
Yeah.
Brim spike, and then you came back here. Okay, and then you're 1 HP. You're like 20 HP or something like that. And you just swung here and died. Is the problem. And I'll ask you, what is your win condition? How could we have won this round? The way it played out in a 1v1 and your teammate lost it. Where did that start from? Where we had good positioning, the site, bombed down, and we still lost. You entered in skill and still lost. Where was the mistake? It's super simple.
I just was overextended.
Yeah, you fucking peaked here for no reason. And if I were to ask you, what's your thought process? Why did you peak?
I just wanted to kill.
How? Right. And that's the problem. You don't need a kill here. Why? Try to answer the question. Why don't we need a kill here? There's multiple reasons.
Because you already have you're in the middle planting bomb.
Sure. What else?
Or bomb's already down actually.
Yeah. There's a key word I'm looking for with that. It's called control. Are we not in spawn holding this down where they cannot retake from half of the points where they're going to retake from? Okay, that's the first one. What's the other reason?
You just need to play time.
Sure. Yeah, that's a big one. Okay, the main thing I'm looking for is that you are not capable of taking this fight because of your HP. Why? Break it down. It's because when they come to B as a team, where do they look?
All the way where I'm standing first.
Right. They are literally holding their fucking crosshairs here. While they're looking. That's the first angle that they're holding, making sure nobody's peeking while they're coming in. Back then, different story. 3 years ago, you can make this peek and they won't know. Okay, not anymore because so many people have died here. This is so common when they have the whole site that they have elbow that they were ready for you. So you need to understand the situation at hand, and by being like, wait, I don't need a peek. I got a kill. I secured the whole fucking site. All I have to do is play time. I'm 1 HP. I need to stay alive. That's how you have to look at it. That's how I would have looked at it myself in this situation. I'm 1 HP. I'm just gonna hold elbow, guys. And I would relay that information, guys. I got all of elbow. You guys stack site, look spawn. I'm 1 HP, so I'm gonna stay AFK. Hold something down, and then they would reciprocate that communication. Be like, okay, okay, good, good, good. We're gonna all look spawn because they're smart players at my elo. They all understand what that means when I'm 1 HP and I'm holding down controlling space. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So
Yeah.
you need to learn in this moment in time. Your thought process of saying, well, I wanted to kill one. You already got one. You don't need more. All we need is control and burn the time, like you said. Right? That's it. Learn, improve, move on. Okay, and apply. That's the key. Never let this moment in time happen again. Because was the game not close? Pretty close, even near to the end.
Yeah, it was close.
And by you losing pistol, you gave 2 rounds. You guys should have been on match point first if you guys won this round.
Yeah.
So you have to take some responsibility and accountability for this loss. I'm not saying the whole game is on you, but that's how you have to look at it. That's how I would look at it. Fuck, I fucked up. We lost this game because of me. Those are the best players. Because they will learn for this mistake to never happen again. Okay, so that I'll leave it at that. Let's move on. Round 14. He entries and scales. Kills Gecko elbow. He jump peeks, so he came in here with a Bucky.
I'm out of
Entry,
here.
scaled, kill this guy. What the fuck? Why am I floating?
Gotta go.
Came here, boom, killed the gecko right here. Remember that? And then you came here, and then you did the same thing, same kind of thing. But this time we saw fucking 3 people. Remember how you saw 3 people here? Oh fuck, 3. And then I wrote, he doesn't say anything. You just came back mid-site too. You just came back over here, and just died to the deadlock coming out backside. You needed to just stay here. Yo, 3. Control the space you've already gained. You gave it up back for free. Control this area. Let them deal with sight. Whatever. They all died. That's out of your hands. Okay, but a lot of times if you control this area, they can just look here, no? How many points are there for them to retake from? Minus flank. 2. If you have elbows, 50%. That means 100% will know where they are. And on top of that, if they're holding here 3, 4 people because you communicated that, they can't even get to elbow because they're holding this cross. No, they gotta cross this area before they can go there. Obviously, if it's smoke, different story. But does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, and then you get a play to come back to wrap them or come back this way too. It's like super advanced type positioning, movement, thinking. So, obviously it's equal too. But I think you guys could have won this round as well. You guys could have thrifted them for sure. Okay, but let's move on. Nothing crazy in this round. Round 15. They start 5B long. They end up TPing. He dashes on the clove. They kill him. I can't remember where it was. He kills Deadlock as well. Back triple. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay, now I remember. They start 5B long. They end up TPing. So you guys ended up TPing. Remember, you were right here,
Go, go, go.
and then you're like dashing like that, and the clove was like right here. Remember how you're shooting at you, and then your brim killed him. You came here, and then you threw the stun here. You threw the stun like here, and then the Deadlock got stunned. Remember, you killed the Deadlock, and then what happened? Do you remember?
Reyna just came up behind us and killed all of us.
Well, he didn't come up behind you guys. Reyna was short already, right here, and he killed 3 people. Right? And why did she kill 3 people? Try to answer the question.
No one was short.
And why was nobody short?
We all just stayed near the shower.
And why did we all stay near shower? As 5. We will get the answer. Trust me.
No.
You gotta know. Try to answer. Why were we all 5B long teeping together to go shower? Whose responsibility, whose leadership was that on?
Mine?
Yeah. because you did not make a good enough plan. I like the call. It's decent. I'll give it like a 3, 4 out of 10. Okay, but the plan was terrible. You guys are just 5 men running around like ducks, following each other. You should have set this play up. Guys, we're gonna 3-man contact B long, fake go A. Or, guys, we're gonna 4-man B split work it. Maybe not even a fake call. Guys, we're gonna go B, start B. We're gonna have one lurk short, and then we're gonna TP back if he hears people running off, or he gets a kill, or we know that there's a lot on B. You see the difference there in my call versus your call?
Um, yeah, I was gonna say though, like I didn't my plan was to get into to just straight hit B, but what's called we like
Sure.
ran to a bit of resistance since all five of us was there. I was like, some let's go through TP and go
Right.
away instead.
But
So
even
it
then,
was kind of on the fly, and
doesn't
I
matter.
just after I did that, I just called and just stopped
Calling
pushing.
doesn't matter. Calling doesn't mean pre-round. Calling is pre-round, mid-round, late round. You need to make sure space is accounted for before you can make this play. There was no thought on why you guys TP'd. You might as well just ran it down as 5 down B. You weren't even thinking about how they were playing. Whether they've adjusted to stop fast rotating or now they're anchoring. You're not thinking about that. You just went 5B long. You guys come up here and they're like, oh wait, let's TP. That's it. End of story. That's not good enough. That is not a mortal level type calling, planning, execution. What? Even if you guys got here, you should have told them, guys, clear everything. Because these guys are terrible. They won't understand to do that. But you will. I gotta put that responsibility on you. So you can learn and grow and become a better player. You can't shy away from this moment in time. I'm gonna put it all on you. I am. Because you made the call to TP and leave, no?
Hmm.
So then that you are responsible for this round. You were the main shot caller. And so if your whole team dies running out, that is your fault. And that's why a lot of people don't want to IGL or be a leader. It's because they got to take that burden. But I've said this so many fucking times. Not to you, but on stream, VODs, clips I post on TikTok, which are the best players in this game, in the world, best people, the most successful in business with girls making money, having a business. Take this burden. Take responsibility. And so you get to choose. Okay, I'm not saying you're not going to. I'm just saying this should be a moment in time where you should be getting riled up with us talking. Be like, I never want to make this mistake again. I never want to make this call, which was decent, but my whole team dies and we lost the round. This round could have been a round where you guys fully took over the game as well. In terms of economy, momentum. No? That's a question,
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Yeah, so you need to kind of think like that now, moving forward. Okay? I will not take you being like, I don't know why. I can answer the 3 out of 4, but the last one, I don't know. It's because it's on you. That's why people always say, I don't know. Because they are not willing to say, it's because of me. And you need to start taking accountability all the time. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying for future reference from this today moving forward. Or, you know what will happen if you don't?
I'm just gonna keep losing.
You're going to keep losing. You're going to keep regressing. You're going to be the same person, same player, and you won't hit your goals. What kind of coach would I be if I give you information where you're the same person forever? Do you think I want that for you?
No.
No. I want you to be fucking elite, like I've told you countless times. And so today's the day. You make that decision. I leave that up to you. I don't care what decision you make. But you make that decision. Okay? So that's that. That's where I'll leave it. This note is a very crucial note. Not in terms of kind of like action and how we lost. Okay, but with your mind, your thought process, and your goal. So that's how important it is. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. That's how I used to look at it for myself. And that's why a lot of people I know without a doubt, whether that it is subjectively and objectively, because it's through my experience and it's true, Okay, that's why people don't get better because they shy away from this accountability, responsibility moment in time. They just blame their teammates or just say it's unlucky. It's not unlucky. It's fully was in your control. You were the caller. So that's it. I'll leave it there. Okay. Um, Round 16, they 5-man A short. He takes you and again, what's the problem here in this round? This next round,
Um,
they
is there
5-man A
anything?
short. It's in that sentence.
Um, there's no one going up showers.
There's everybody is just together, 5-manning somewhere. And if they are somewhat smart and use tendencies and frequencies, will they generally know what you guys are doing so far, lately, in these last couple rounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, they will. They understand that you guys are 5-manning now. Whether you guys didn't do that before or did, now they can label you. Yo, they're just 5-manning everywhere. And then what were they doing? Super simple.
Just wherever they see us, they just started going everywhere else.
Right. Once you guys took contact A, they're like, yo, 5A, even if they heard one guy, because they knew, they saw it. And then what did they do? They just started taking space on your guys' ass, being aggressive, breathing down your guys' neck, knowing where you guys are, then knowing what the options are, and instantly deleting you. Their solution was better. Their answers were better. Their plays, plans, their identification was better. Do you see what I'm trying to get there? And this is
Hmm.
edge. This is what separates good players and bad players. Good teams against bad teams, even at the pro level. Those that can find solution fastest and act upon it will win, even at the pro level, VCT level. How do you think which teams are better than other teams? That's why I'm giving you pro level type information. So you really need to think about what I told you with the round before, which was make a better plan off your understanding of how they're playing. You weren't even calling a 5-man rush. No one says anything in this round. You come here and there's 4 people sitting behind you. Doesn't that annoy you?
Uh,
Or no, you're okay with that? You're
just
okay
like
with
doing nothing, or just
I mean what were they doing in this round? Think about it. Were they doing a lot? Were they doing things you didn't need to tell them to do? No. They were literally AFK doing nothing because there was no leader. There was no direction. There was no read, call, a good call, plan, a good plan, and execution, as in somebody to manage them to make that read call plan to work 80% of the time. You understand? And
yeah.
if I were to ask you a question, who is it on? It's a no-brainer. It's you. You know why? Because this is what I say all the time. My expectation of the best player on the team does that, and I think you are the best player on the team. You need to believe that moving forward from this day on. Whether it's true or not, you need to believe I'm the best player. I'm going to tell them what to do. I've identified. Let's make a plan. We're doing this. And by you doing that, does that get better or worse? And then you actually become the best player on the team or in general in your server. Does it get better or worse?
Better.
Yeah. And that's why I'm being really hard on you right now. It's because it's not like you're hearing this information for the first time, is it?
No.
No. We've been working on this a lot. And obviously, in those times, you weren't communicating because you were talking to me. But now, this is for future reference where you need to be on that level because once I watch you play this game from not watching you play without comms for a long time, I understand what your problem is. It's your leadership, calling, communication, management, which we couldn't focus on before because there was no audio, right? But this is why. Just how you told me, yo, my aim, my aim. It is not aim, my friend, that lost you this game. I think you shot quite well this game. Did you not get a lot of multi frags?
I did.
Yeah, it's not your aim. Trust me, I know that deep down. You need to believe that's not your aim. It's a problem. Okay, it's everything else. And I'm not saying it's like ground level. I'm just saying it's not up to par. Your aim is 8, 9 out of 10, but everything else is like 4, 5, 6 out of like. You need to bring these up to 10 out of 10, higher than aim. Aim is always mechanics are always secondary to game sense, leadership in any game, any sports, business, getting girls, whatever, traditional sports. Always. It's the mental that is more important. What you know, your knowledge outweighs all this stuff. And so that's that. Okay, so I want you to make a better read. I want you to make a better call. Actually, the call was good. I want you to make a better plan and manage them. You don't just go, okay, this is what I identified. A is gonna be weak. Okay, let's go A, and then go 5 man short, and that's it. End of story. Let them play with their cocks. Let them do whatever they want. No, it doesn't work like that. If you want to be good, if you want to be average, keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to be elite, you tell them, guys, this is what I read. A is weak. We're gonna go A. I want 2 shower, 3 short, 1 short, 4 shower, 1 short, whatever. I don't care what you kind of decide on there. Okay, I'll leave that up to you. And then it doesn't stop there. You need to manage them. Guys, you ready? We're going out. I'm going out. You ready? Throw the darts. Throw the smokes down. Go, go, go. I want you to be that kind of guy. Guy on a microphone telling your teammates what to do, and they're just listening because they will. If you believe they won't listen, then you're wrong. And I'll ask you, were they listening to you in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. Was anybody fighting back, being like, no, you're retarded, I'm not listening? Nobody. Nobody was tilted. Everybody was playing together to some degree. And so you need to kind of start thinking in this way that you are the best player, you are the leader, and then start to formulate really good plans through your read, call, plan, and then execute it. Okay? You see how it kind of all coming together? It's really,
Yeah.
really important. Okay, let's move on. The next thing is round 17. Look what I wrote. Finally understands that they are quite aware and they commit. And when they commit, as in you guys are 5 manning going in, okay, when they commit, you guys commit. They fast rotate and flank when they know that you guys are 5 man coming down. They start running it down to A through spawn and having flankers, okay. And when they don't, the enemy's anchor. Their solution and adjustments were so much better than you guys. They're 5 steps ahead. And I don't know who was calling on that side or if they were at all, but they were still thinking about that to some degree. Whether that's 5%, 100%, 90%, they were thinking about some information that you guys were showing them. This will separate you. Okay? So, and this is what I identified. When you guys going in, they're flanking already behind you, stacking A. And when you guys weren't 5 man and you guys were 5 manning and weren't going in, they were just waiting around. Like that happened on B. When you 5 man B, TP'd, the clove was literally ready. Deadlock was on site. They didn't fast rotate it because they knew you guys were not going. Okay, whatever information they used to get that read. Does that make sense? So, um, need to start thinking about this stuff a little bit more in terms of being able to get the read. To get the read is to understand tendencies, the enemy as a whole, individually. We don't need to break it down. Okay, that's that. Any questions?
No.
Yeah, and I wrote, they called to default. So look, the call was good. Remember how they're like, yo, we need to change. The chamber was like, oh, let's do something else. And you're like, okay, let's default. Remember that, Ron? And then look what I wrote. He starts B long and just AFK holds hookah and gets shot from the long guy. Remember this round? You started long,
Yeah.
come here. Your two, three retarded teammates are short, playing with their cocks. One guy's short, dying. You called a default. Is that default?
No.
Is default one guy holding here and here?
No.
No. What is the default here? A default is one guy here, one guy here, one guy here, maybe 2 guys here, and then 1 shower. No? But
Yeah.
again, you see where the mistakes are happening, where you did not execute. This is the end part where you made a read, you made a call, which was guys default. You formulated a plan. I would like that better too. Guys default. I want Jet here, Omen there, this guy here, this guy here. That's the planning part. And then you make sure it's executing. They are doing what you told them to do. But you were not. You're here holding long and hookah, getting shot in the back of the head while three retards are short, walking when they don't need to because you're not aware enough to. So you need to look at the minimap and think, what was my call? Default. Guys, yo, what the fuck? One guy come hookah, one guy come short. Go, spread out, play slow, get some picks, let's group up. Right? It's all about management,
Yeah.
leadership. Don't shy away from this. This is a life skill. If you get really good at IGLing in Valorant, you'll be a really good leadership type player, not player, person in real life when you're at work, etc., etc. Business, getting girls. Okay? It's really important. So I'd like you to think about this more. All right, let's move on. The next thing is, um, 1 second. Give me 1 second. So the next thing is round 18. Tries to make a call. Can't even hear what he's saying. Seeing Clove has timing and looked up B. He calls team over. 4v2. Good mid round call. So you guys won this round overall. The mid round, late round call, you in your POV was really strong. This is like, you see how like every round there's like mistakes on each part of this progress we're talking about with calling, IGLing.
Yeah.
This part was now a pre-round problem, which was I couldn't even hear you. I was trying to listen to what you're just like you're mumbling. Bro, put your fucking chest up. Okay? Have some confidence, no fear on how they're gonna think of you, and make a call. Guys, we're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. Be confident, loud and clear. Because you're just mumbling. Blah, 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 blah. I couldn't hear you. I'm like, what the? I'm like trying to see what you're trying to call. You'll even see it in the VOD. You probably won't even understand what you're saying. You're blah, blah, blah. Nobody heard. They obviously didn't say anything. In PC, when you talk like that, they'll be like, "Are you okay? Can you say that again?" Obviously, it's console, so they didn't. I would have. I'm like, "Yo, say it again." What? What? Say that. I didn't get it. But you're mumbling. Put your chest out. Be confident. Make the call. Okay. Mid round call was really good this round. Okay. Seeing that you guys were here, and then remember how you saw the clove up here, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Let's go, let's go, let's go." This is a perfect mid round call, guys. Let's go B. You started running them, leading them, showing them why it's free. Okay. And then the clove got 2 as well, so that's an extra bonus because he started shitting on them. We have absolute control, and we won the round. No. And this is how important it
Yeah.
is. And I hope you can see the power in calling now. Because imagine you didn't call like you did 2 months ago and you're just here. You guys would have lost this round because he would have took that timing, killed 2, and they probably would have rotated and killed him, and then spread thin again, start anchoring A, and then you guys would have no direction. You would do nothing. Right? So, good. You made a mistake, and you also made a really good call too. Work on both. Identify what went wrong pre-round in this round, and then also how your mid-round call could have been better too. It's not perfect. I think it was good, 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, but I wanted 9. Where you told him to come B, maybe you even inserted a lurk on a double pressure. We have full sight. They start rotating, and there's a flank behind them now, in case we start getting fucking shit on, and then it's unpredictable. You see how it gets high level like that? Okay, so
Yeah.
start thinking and focusing on these things. Okay, let's move on. The next thing, overall, really good round. Mid round call, perfect. Okay, like 7.5, 8 out of 10. Really good. Not perfect, but really good. Okay, to my standard at least at the base level. The next thing is round 19. Really short round. They go B and win. You guys just went B and won. Nothing really crazy there. I would like you to still make the read, make the call, make the plan, execute. Round 20, they go 4A short. He doesn't clear his close left and gets his teammates to die. He trades the Reyna, tries to fight the shower guy, and gets sad. So, you came out, you didn't clear your corner. Okay? I'm gonna ask you a question which should be really simple. Do you like getting shot in the back of the head, or do you like getting your teammates killed from behind you while you're coming out?
No.
No. So, just have to learn. That's it. And usually, this corner, if I believe they are there or not, I just clear it 100%. Does not matter. Every corner. That's the type of player I am. That's what I don't see from a lot of players these days. Where a lot of people don't even understand their protocol and how to clear a map as part of the map. It's just like brain dead to me. Just fucking clear it every time. You've learned in this moment in time. Just everything. That's how I play. That's how you should play. Everything. Okay? So it's just like a fundamental problem of not clearing, not checking. You just ran by this guy. He triggered discipline. You killed 2 people. And then you came back to him and then killed him. Which, is that efficient? When we got on site and then we couldn't scale and we had to come back? Or we killed him originally and we started just taking the whole site. You're over here now. Now 3 seconds adds up. Yeah. Those 2-3 seconds is efficiency. All adds up. Maybe if you killed him and then came here and you didn't have to come back, you would have had a timing on this call if you killed him. No? Maybe. That's a theory craft. We don't know. But I believe that if we kill this guy and you didn't have to come back, you would definitely have killed this guy. But he got some awareness. He got some info that you were close, so he was ready for that, and he instantly shitted on you. Okay, so it's just a little fundamental problem here. All right, let's move on. The next thing is, sorry, do you have any questions with this note?
No.
Okay, let's move on. Round 21. They go B. They are just kind of doing nothing. Needs to set himself up more or his teammates. So, I'll give you an example, okay? Like 3 months ago when I was playing a lot, I had a friend that I played with this game for a long time, 5 years on and off. And we both learned the game together. We both started in silver and got to, about diamond, low immortal together. And then, life happened. We didn't talk to each other for a couple of years, like couple months, couple of years on and off. And then, we started playing again with each other. He's a mortal 2 peak. I'm a mortal 3 peak. And we were playing after like a week or so, and he's like, "Yo, I just noticed this about you. You don't set yourself up anymore." Because I used to be really selfish back then, where I would make plays for myself. But now I only set up my teammates, as in, I gelling, and I don't care about my score. I'm just making sure that they are taking side and doing things properly, managing and babysitting. And he told me, he's like, "Wait, bro, you need to set yourself up a little bit more." He's teaching me, and I agreed. I'm like, wait, you're actually right. I don't set myself up enough anymore. I used to, but that got away, and I only set up my teammates. And that is bad. To only set up yourself or to only set up your teammates, that is bad. You need a balance to being like, hey, I'm going to entry. Can you throw a flash here? Do this for me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to fight here. I'm going to peek here. And then on top of that, to have the balance of being like, okay, guys, this is what we're doing. Okay, no, come over here. Guys, group up. We're going here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? So, you're kind of not really thinking about this. There needs to be moments and times where you made a read and you want to do something, then call that. Set yourself up. There's going to be a lot of times you make a read and it's for the team. Guys, this is the call. This is what we're doing. This is what we're going to execute. This is where we're going. This is the plan.
I'm sure we won't break
Right?
anything.
So,
Now it's ready.
some food for thought here, where don't just set yourself up only or set your teammates up only. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. It's have a balance, be able to do both and build upon both, so that way once you get to immortal, you become good, become elite, where you don't know what to do individually and only help the teammates, or just only know what to do by yourself and not help the teammates. You need to be able to do both because you are the best player for your goal, which is to get to where you want to get. No? All comes down back to your goal. That's how you have to think when you play this game. Right? So, any questions with this note?
Nope.
Set up yourself more. You're not setting yourself up enough. Okay? By saying, yo, I want this here, smokes here, this here. I'm going to go backside. That's setting yourself up. Okay, I want to stun here. I want to dart here. I want a flash here when I'm coming around. Okay, I want to see that more when you play by yourself. All right, let's move on. Round 22. They go in A. He entries. They trade out. It's 5v3. This was a really good round. Teammates die 2-1 in U-Haul, and he calls it. They kill 5v2. And you'll hear me say this. Oh, it's the next round. Actually, no. But at this moment in time, you started calling. This is where you start calling. But is it too late or too early?
Too late.
It's too late, my friend. You should have started calling, baking reads, tracking tendencies and frequencies round 13. So that way you could use it now. Oh, this is what we saw for the first round, first 5 rounds, round 13 to 18. That's first 5. Okay, now we saw 2 more rounds. Okay, generally I know how they were playing. There's adjustment. You can get ahead of what they will do. But you're not thinking, and it's too slow, so that way it wasn't enough. It was just not enough. Even though it was close. But you should never start trying when you're losing. You should be trying. Winning, losing, does not matter. Track, store, make reads, calls, then plans, then execute. It's really important that you develop this type of mind. And I know you can do it. I believe in you. If you were to hear to say, yeah, you believe in me, but I don't believe in myself, what are we doing here? You need to have the same thought that you believe in yourself. And you can. You showed me. In these 4 rounds, you showed me that you do have leadership skills. You do can make calls. You do kind of can try to manage them a little bit. That you can feed them info. But that's not good enough. I want it better. You need to think the same way. By saying, you know what? It's on me. Okay? So,
Yep.
that's that. You guys straight out. You guys absolutely crushed them, and you're feeding info really well this round as well. Okay? So, it was good entry and scaling as well. I had no problems. You cleared all the corners. You kind of got sight, secured it for the team. I would like you to scale harder though. Entry was really hard, as in you entered really hard. It was really good. Scale. You get on, start fucking clearing everything, being aggressive, running it down. Give them no space. Be vigilant. Make sure nobody's gonna come out here and kill 3 people, because you didn't clear showers or anything like that. Okay, so there are times you have to go back too. You guys all come out short. Yeah, we gotta go showers. Somebody's gotta go showers or fully give it up. Make that decision. Okay, let's move on. Round 23. They play slow on A. He gets killed. They trade out, and he makes really good calls for them to start going in and feeding. This call, this mid-round call you made, was like an 8, 9 out of 10. You died. They traded, and what did you say?
What's it called? Because
You,
I think someone killed somebody's shower, right?
Yeah, something like that. It became 4v4, and you were like the first one to die. I will tell you.
Yeah,
You
yeah. What's it called? The hold up, let me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, yeah,
I
go
just
ahead.
went back into the I went back into the thing. Yeah, Jet killed the closed shower, and then we traded the
Yep.
I got traded out with the
You died.
person short. So it's like
Yeah, you
yeah.
were
So
like
that was then I said something like
you were going
it
in
was
and you
like
died.
two. Yeah, I
And
said like two B. What's the one more on A max?
yeah, and your teammates, when I looked at the minimap when you died here coming in, right? 3 of them were fucking here baiting your ass, and you just simply said, "Go! We need to take it." And I don't know where you got that from. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I don't know what thought process you're going through to get that information to go, whether you saw 3 on the B or whatever, or you felt it in your gut, or through experience or whatever. But this is what I want. This was like 9, 10 out of 10. By you identifying the correct play, correct mid-round call. Guys, go! They were almost about to leave, and you said, go! They took it, fully took control. You gave them all the info while you were dead, feeding info on things you were hearing, seeing on the minimap, and they won the round. No?
Yeah.
You set them up. This is an example of you setting them up. This was perfect. Whether you're alive or dead. And I even said on the stream, I'm like, beautiful. Most noobs wouldn't even say anything if they died. They would just die. I'm not gonna die because I'm dead. People think when you're dead, you're not supposed to speak. Wrong. If you see information your team doesn't see, you're supposed to call it dead or alive. That's what noobs don't understand. Okay, so you're not a noob. This shows me you're not a noob. By you being dead and being like, guys, get the fuck in there. And they just all started running it down, killing, trading out, securing the round. One step closer to winning, at least. No? Imagine if you didn't. You guys would have lost already. But that's edge. The sooner we can kind of develop this stuff, the more impact you will have on your teammates and the team. And then you'll win rounds. And then winning rounds will winning games. And winning games means RR and climbing. And by climbing, you will get to your goal. Okay, it's really important that we start thinking about these things. Okay, but this is like a pro round. Really good job. Can't praise you enough. I want to see this more, not less. I want to see this 20 rounds out of 24. Whether that's a pre-round call, mid-round call, late round call, in a 1v1 clutch situation, 2v2 situation where you're dead, they don't know what to do. You're like, go over here. I know. They're probably both on A. That's a late round call when it's like 1v1. He doesn't know what to do. 2v2, shit like that. Okay? Or post plan. And when you're alive, dead, whatever. Okay? Any questions?
No.
Okay, good. I want you to remember this moment in time where we talk about this round and keep this in your mind for the rest of your life when you play Valorant at least. Where you're like, okay, I have power in helping my teammates win. Okay, and obviously whatever you call or develop, that's on you. Up, moving forward because I won't be there, right? But you need to process this stuff and be critical, stuff like that. Okay, let's move on. Last round, round 24. Okay, this is where it got a little shaky. They start A. They trade out 4v4 and realize A is heavily stacked. He calls to go B. Perfect call. Okay? The call was really good once again. And if you can show me that you've done it 4 rounds in a row where you guys were about to tie up the game because you were calling mid round, you gotta do it more. It's no excuse now. My expectation of you has even risen higher with calling once you've shown me. If you did not show me anything, you didn't talk for the whole game, I would have to be like a little bit more lenient and be like, okay, I probably have to teach him a little bit more. But that is not the case. You have shown me you can be an elite player. You understand some information at hand. And this needs to be every time, every day, every round, every time we play the game. No excuses now. Because if you don't, who's it on?
Me.
Yeah, because you're able to. That's how you have to think now moving forward. Because you have value doing it, you should be taking responsibility every time you don't do it or you do it and it was bad. Okay? But anyways, so he calls to go B. Really good call. 7, 8 out of 10. He entries in scale. The way he entries in scale was good as well. 7 and 8 as well. Really good. Kills Gecko, spawn, becomes 3v3. You got traded out, and obviously at that point, what are we supposed to do? Right? But still, remember what I said. You could still kind of manage them, give them a little kick in the ass and say, guys, 3v3, don't die, play your lives, play time. But you didn't say that, and so they were all just fucking playing with their cock, and they're coming out and dying.
Yeah, yeah, what you basically just said is what I was thinking, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to,
And
start
you
screaming
would,
while they were all like,
again and again, moving forward, there's no excuse now. That piece of information, you don't know how far it goes. Because you know how people are. They get tempted to do something they want to do. How many times you've been caught in a moment where you wanted to push spawn and he's like, don't go, don't go. And you're like, okay, wait, it's kind of right. I shouldn't go. How many times you experienced that?
a decent bit.
Yeah. Okay. It's because he knows best. Okay. And so what I'll apply to you is that you knew best. It's just how he told me. That's what I was going to say. But I didn't say it because I was dead. And what did I say 2 rounds ago? I don't care if you're dead. When you're dead and there's information that's gonna help you guys win the game, you say it. You're dead, but tell them, guys, play time, burn time. They may not even know. But if you said it, you would be surprised how they would never have peaked. They would have started using utility and being disciplined. It starts with the leader, no?
Yeah.
And so, yes, I know, Rush. It's really hard to accept a lot of the information I've told you today. With it's on you. Take the accountability, stuff like that. But like I can go back to, today is the day. You use this information to get better, or you get worse, regress, stay the same person. You get to choose. I don't get to choose that. I don't control you. I'm not there to babysit you in person. If I could, I would. But sadly I'm not. It's all on you to hit your goals. That's where it all comes down to. You gotta tell yourself every time you've made a mistake or at the end of the game you've lost, you be critical. Okay, this went wrong. Round 24, round 20, 15. Okay, my call up here was bad. Okay, I thought wrong. Okay, I thought, the setup was the same, but they've switched. I need to know that. Maybe we should have got some information before we went. Once you do that, then you gotta apply that. Being like, why am I thinking like this? It's all so I can get good, so I can hit my goal. Because I'm a man of my word. I told Coach Parks, I'm going to hit this and I'm going to do it. And I'm not saying you, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not saying you, okay? This is key. I'm not trying to attack you, okay? Or saying you are a part of that crew. But 95%, 90, 80%, majority of my students tell me, yeah, 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 yeah. What do you think happens? They are the exact same person. And I don't want that. I don't want to sit here, take your money every session. You're the same person. I know you haven't changed and being like, good job, Rush. Good job. Yep, yep, yep. Kick you in the ass and on your way you go. Take your money. I don't want that. I want you to hit your goal, never to get coaching from me again and be like, Parks, thanks for all you've taught me. I've applied it. I hit my goal. I'm done. I don't even need to pay you anymore. I'll be like, good fucking job. I'm so proud of you. That's what I want. And so you need to think about these things and start applying them because it's really important for you to hit your goals. Okay? So that's that. That's all your notes. I will send you these notes as well. The VOD, give me like 1-2 days. I will send it to you. Rewatch it. Think about what we talked about today. Refer back to the notes, right? And get better. Learn from your mistakes. Make mistakes. Don't shy away. I don't care if you feel. I'm not saying you do. This is the most common kind of excuses, arguments I get. They're like, well, my teammates don't talk. Well, I don't want to think. Well, nah, I don't want to do it. Okay, I don't care. I really don't care. But you should, because again, it goes back to your goal. If you want something and you told me you were going to get it, then I expect you to start working towards that with action, not words. Right? So, do you have any questions for me today? Anything? You there? Hello?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Is
This is
it
the time.
too quiet?
What'd you say?
No, it wasn't. No, no, no.
Bro, ask away. You're not gonna sound dumb. I'm not gonna judge you. Think I'm gonna judge you?
No,
No.
I just
I'm
nothing like no quite questions. Just more or less just more overall like just statements. Just saying like the I feel like what you're like saying,
Yeah.
like I really apply it when I'm like just not on like the like when I'm on like a send for like KO or something like that. That's where that's why I like calling
Sure.
because a lot more
Yeah,
at
but
least
that's
better for me because I'm not because I will say one thing I do struggle with is like either trying to get stuff out to like tell people or like looking at my screen while I'm like playing like something like just a duel. So I'm
sure.
just locked into like like my
Yes,
crosshair and
yes.
whatnot.
I
So I
know.
say one thing I do say that like trying to better manage
Sure. Yeah.
calling and actually focusing.
Yeah. And I'm not lying to you. I swear on God. Okay. I've heard this too, where they're like, well, this is like the main duelist excuse I get. Well, I shoot less. I shoot worse when I IGL and play duelist. Okay, I had a student. He's an EU guy, immortal. I think he's immortal one peak, currently immortal. Okay, we had 2 sessions. Okay, first session, he's all aim, no brain. Like his aim is literally radiant level. Okay, but he has no fucking brain. Literally no brain. He's scared. He's fearful. I can even send you the VODs if you want to see his improvement. Okay, I taught him everything. I gave him all my knowledge, everything he needs to fix. Okay, he's a duelist too. Okay, everything. All right. We had a session this week, and he became a new person. He even gave me a screenshot where he won like 2, 3 games in a row, 4 games where he match MVP'd, 1,000 tracker score, and he's like, "Yo, thank you. With all you taught me, you're right. It was just an excuse." Because he said the same thing. Yo, well, when I IGL, it makes me shoot less. He said the same thing. I'm like, I don't care. It does not matter. You should be able to do it on any agent, any role. He applied that, okay? Because he didn't want to make an excuse. Bro, this guy is just God mode. In the second session, I told him, yo, your improvement is like 3,000 times better than anybody, most students make in like 8 sessions. He made it in 1 session. I told him, I'm like, bro, you have the craziest potential to go Radiant of my students because he applied, because he ended up being like, you know what? I don't want to make this excuse. I'm going to do it. And I'm not saying you are, but what I'm trying to say is for you to think like that, where it shouldn't matter. You know why? This might be a little subjective, but it's because I entry, scale, IGL, make a pre-round, make a read, understand how they play as a whole, individually, make a pre-round call, okay, make the call, make a plan, and then I manage to babysit them like a teacher. If I can do it, you can too. I will not take any excuse on that. Okay, you're like, oh well, I can kind of do it on KO. I can't do it on Neon. I don't care. You need to be able to do it on Neon too, because did you not the last 4 rounds?
Yeah.
So it's a weak excuse. I'm not saying you're weak, but you know what I'm saying. Like to me, in my eyes, if somebody to say that when I just saw them IGL and entry and scale and play the role properly and get kills, there's no excuse. Like especially if that's the case, right? And I
Hmm.
understand where you're coming from. It's difficult. You think Tom Brady didn't do things that were difficult that required him to think about 50 different things in terms of playing the game of football? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt. Bro, Usain Bolt is the most extreme example. He has to train 4 years for 10 seconds of fame, for 10 seconds of glory. Think about that. Who in the right mind would waste 4 years for 10 seconds just at a chance to win? Not even guaranteed. But that guy won over and over and over and over again because he's a champion. This is where we get our champion mind. Not make excuses and fucking do it, even if it's hard. Be disciplined. Doing things even though we don't want to do it or feel like it's not going to benefit us. It is. That's why I'm teaching it to you. That's why I'm putting it on you. That's why I'm telling you take responsibility for it, grow it, become better. Right? It's
Yep.
not to make you worse, to secretly be like, ha 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 ha, I'm gonna make Rush a dog shit player so he just gets coaching forever. I don't want that. I'm telling you that right now. I want you to finish in 4 weeks, hit your goal, and be like, yo, thank you so much, bro. I'm like, my pleasure. And that's why I told you, today's the day. Today is the day. You want to be a champion, man of your word, and hit your goal, or you're going to be the same person because you're making excuses, soft excuses, this and that, getting in your head a little bit, pushing back a little bit, and regressing. And you have to think about like this too. Right now, there is some kid, some guy on console in the range, VOD reviewing, watching pro play, to do this by himself. Think about that. Some guy is doing that by himself, just how I did. Everything I'm teaching you, I learned through experience. Through myself sitting here, making those mistakes, and me sharing that knowledge from the mistakes I made. But think about that. Some guy is doing that, and you're getting help, and you still can't do it. And I'm not saying you can't do it moving forward. I'm just saying you're getting extra help, and the progress is slower than a guy that's sitting there by himself doing it, learning it. Shouldn't that get you a little riled up a little bit? A little heated? It should. Right? Because I know what your goal is. That's why I'm talking to you like this. Not to talk down on you, make myself feel better. It's so I can open up your mind and for you to decide what you want fully. It's one thing to say, it's another to take action. You don't know how many students I've coached, okay? It's more than 50 where they go pro, 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 pro. And I know they're not going to go pro because of their actions, the way they behave. It's just all words. Champions don't use words, they take action. Okay? So,
Yep.
and I know, trust me, this information might be really hard for you. But if I were to tell you to you like this today, what do you think would happen?
I just keep doing the same thing over and over again.
You would be the same person, and that would make me a scumbag because I'm actively keeping you the same person, taking your money to get more sessions. And that's not what I want, bro. I don't. People don't know me. What kind of coach would I be to do that, Brad? Man? I coach people how I would want to be coached when I was in Diamond, Ascended, Low Immortal, getting to my goal. To give me the brutal truth. Be objective. Be hard on me. And that's it. I think you're a good player. And I've told you that from the first session. Remember I told you, yo, your aim's really good. Start thinking about everything else. You've applied a lot of the stuff. And what I'm saying today is that you've never applied anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you need to apply things further. Not just apply the base level things I taught you, but you need to develop it further by yourself. I can't sit here and give you the answers all the time. Because am I going to always be with you? No.
No.
You are going to be there by yourself, putting in the hours, the time, the effort, the thought process towards that goal. And that's why I teach you all this stuff so that you can do it by yourself. Be critical. Make tons of fucking millions of mistakes. Okay? Process. Be critical. Take responsibility. Be like, okay, I fucked up here. Okay? This was bad. I should have peaked like this. Oh, wait, I peaked too early. Wait, we as a team went too early. We should have waited. We could have slowed it down. That was my bad. Okay? I never want this to happen again. And then you make sure it doesn't by you applying everything you've processed, you've learned, etc., etc. These are the steps that people in life do not take. 95%. That's why some people work at McDonald's, Starbucks, or at Lowe's, Home Depot for 9 to 5 for the rest of the 30 years. Because they're comfortable. They limit themselves. Never limit yourself. Believe in yourself. Like I told you, because I do. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass or talking shit. I wholeheartedly believe you can hit your goal. You need to as well, and then you apply everything we talked about today on how to get better, what you need to focus on. It's not your aim. It's your leadership skills, if I were to sum it up, your leadership skills, your pre-round call, your pre-round planning. Mid-round calls are pretty good, but that's pretty much your big problems. And then also some fundamental stuff like crosshair placement, clearing corners, understanding where people like to play, tendencies and frequencies. That's it. Once you fucking develop this stuff to 8, 9, you'll surpass your goal. You can even maybe get Radiant on console. You'd be surprised. The sky is the limit. That's how you have to look at it. So, yeah, I hope today's session, I know it was really hard on you, but why do you think I was?
Want success?
Sorry?
Want to see success?
Sure. But there's also another thing, which is this isn't your first session, right? We've had like 6 sessions, no, before this?
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm saying is not that you haven't applied anything, but the progress is too slow. You should have already hit your goal before week 6 is what my point is. And so, I understand everyone's progress is a little bit different than everybody. Everyone is on a different level of thinking and understanding and processing stuff like that. I understand that. But that's why I have to be hard on you and some students where I'm like, okay, in this timeline, this is my expectation of him. Okay, I think Rush could have got to Immortal in like 4 weeks. It's week 8, 2 months, 3 months later. It's time to take a different approach. Because imagine if I kept, coaching you the same way. Would you improve at the faster rate?
No.
No, you'd probably regress and be worse because you're not actually being able to be forced to do this. And that's why today I was really hard on you. Not because I hate you. It's because I want you to succeed, hit your goal, and my expectation is higher than where you are currently playing. Because that's whatever's going on in your mind. I don't know. That's why. So, yeah. That's the session today. I'll send you the notes. If you have any questions, you let me know, bro. Okay? There's a quote. They say a fool or a person will only look like a fool when they ask a question for a minute. The real fool will never ask a question. And that's 90% of students, you included. I don't think you really ask me questions at all. I have a few students where they go, I asked them, you have questions? They asked me 3 questions. I go, and we spent 20 minutes on those questions, and then we're on like round 2. I'm like, break that up. They ask another 2, and those type of students will succeed. And I'm not saying you won't, but I want you to maybe not ask me questions, but ask yourself questions. What were they thinking? What went wrong? What could I do better? Those are questions, right? So don't be a fool. I'm not saying you are. I don't think you are at all. But I'm just saying you need to ask yourself the important questions that are going to help you improve, benefit you towards your goal. That's all. Right? And obviously, I would like you to ask me questions because I know there are things you may not fully understand and want me to break down more, but you don't. Because there's some, I don't know what it is. It might be fear or this, that. Okay. But we won't go into too much, but that's that. So send you these notes, send you the VOD. Uh, focus on these things when you play and play more. When I see you on Discord, I see you playing other games. I see you playing Overwatch. I see you playing this, that, this. I never see you on Valorant when I see you on Discord. Your activity log thing. So again, maybe you also need to reassess your goals because if this is truly, truly something you want, then you would take action towards it and put time and effort into it. And I understand what we said earlier, which in the beginning of the session was, game gets boring and that and this, that. But still, you can make it fun with these skills I taught you. You can become a map packing god, and then you start winning. And then is winning not fun? Winning is
Fun.
fucking hella fun. It's almost addicting. It's dopamine involved. When you lose, you feel like shit. And that's why you have no fun. It's because you're losing because you're not applying these things to a T. You may apply it 10%. I needed 100% application. And then you'll start winning. Then you'll have fun. Then you'll never play any other game. And then you'll hit your goal much quicker. Call it a day. That's up to you, obviously. If you want to hang it up or keep going and pushing to a new goal further and further, whatever. Maybe one day you can go pro. Well, I don't know. That's up to you. But it starts there. And that's what's happening with you. Okay, so any questions before I go, my friend?
No.
That's that. Good job today. Really good job. I'm not joking. The last 4 rounds is my expectation of how you should play. You've shown me it. My expectation of you has gone higher. So you need to do the same. I've shown Parks I can call IGL and help win rounds in the last 4 rounds. I need to do it all the time. Get it better where I'm just winning games outright all the time. Hit my goal and thank him and goodbye. That's it. Proud of you. Right? So,
Yep.
that's that, bro. Good job. We'll speak. Keep in touch. Okay? Don't feel too, hard on yourself as well. I know what you're going through. You might be feeling like, wow, he's right and, this, that, but it's okay. This is where we learn. This is where we get better. You use that emotion and put it into action. Okay? Like Andrew Tate says. You can either use that emotion and shrivel up and curl up in a ball, or you use that in action and you become the man you want to be. So that's today's session. Good job. I'll see you later. Okay? Any questions, let me know, my friend.
Yep.
Later, man. Take care, Rush. Peace. Good luck.
Yep. Take care, man.
You too.